Ladies and gentlemen, parents and friends, it's senior night and we're here to celebrate the achievements of our band and color guard members. Introducing first, we have Abby Luttrell. Abby's dedication to our school community is nothing short of impressive. Over her time here, she's been an active member of student council for 3 years, served as a link leader, advised her peers in the principal's advisory, championed school mental health as an activist, and led her musical talents to the women's chorus and concert band. Abby's been a dedicated student secretary and taken on the challenge of being a college credit plus student for 3 years. Abby has devoted 5 seasons to Winter Guard and Color Guard, showcasing her incredible talent and commitment. Abby is now pursuing her dreams at Edison State Community College with plans to continue her education and earn a degree. One person who's always inspired Abby is her big brother, Zach, her biggest cheerleader. Every time she steps on that field, she knows he's rooting for her to succeed. Her most memorable moment involves countless bruises, a testament to her dedication to Color Guard, earning her the Most Bruises Award at last year's banquet. Tonight, Abby is escorted by her proud parents, Andy and Heather Luttrell. Next, we have Adam Gephardt. Adam is a dedicated member of our marching band and has shown his passion for music and commitment to excellence throughout his high school journey. But his journey doesn't end here. Adam plans to attend college and major in music education, sharing his talents and knowledge with future generations. This young man is not only a musician, but a well-rounded individual. He's been an active member of numerous clubs and activities, including Dungeons & Dragons, track and field, and jazz band. When asked who inspired him the most, Adam acknowledges the unwavering support of his father. His dad's encouragement and relentless motivation instilled in him the values of perseverance and resilience. It's a testament to the power of a strong, supportive family. One of Adam's most memorable moments was during his rookie year in the marching band when they pulled the first show together. These shared experiences and countless other memories with his fellow band members have enriched his high school years. Tonight, Adam is escorted by his parents, Eric and Kristen Gephardt. Next, we have Jacob Beasley. Jacob has been an integral part of our high school's marching band, and his dedication extends far beyond that. He's also been involved in pep band, symphonic band, jazz band, track, link leaders, high school musical crew, and even served as the junior high tech director. As for his college plans, Jacob is still deciding on where to continue his education, but one thing is clear: he wants to study music education. When asked who inspired him the most, Jacob credited his band directors and bandmates. They've pushed him to be his best not only in band, but in life, making him a true leader among his peers. Jacob's most memorable moment was the first time he played his trumpet solo in front of a crowd, and he executed it flawlessly. It's a testament to his talent and dedication. Jacob is escorted by his proud parents, Melissa and Rick Beasley. Next, we have Summer Dosick. Summer has been an active participant in various high school activities and clubs, including concert choir for 1 year, women's chorus for 4 years, concert band for 2 years, winter guard for 5 years, and show choir crew for 2 years. Her dedication to both her support and her extracurricular activities is truly commendable. After high school, Summer plans to attend Edison Community College to pursue a degree in business. When asked who inspired her the most, she pointed to her dad. His unwavering determination and problem-solving skills have motivated her to face challenges head-on. Summer's most memorable moment, it was during her second year at the Troy game. Despite the pouring rain, she and her team performed with enthusiasm, spinning with soaked silks and giant coats, creating a lasting memory of fun and resilience. Join us in celebrating Summer Dosick, who is escorted by her parents, Kelly and Jeremy Dosick. Next, we have Jatayla Yvonne Jones. In the world of extracurricular activities, Jatayla has excelled as a multi-talented individual. She's shown her artistic flair through the art club, embarked on epic adventures with Dungeons & Dragons, added rhythm and soul to winter percussion, and contributed her creativity to show choir crew. Not to mention, her passion for sports led her to be part of the softball team. But her shining star has been in the marching band. Jatayla's dedication to the band has been unwavering. Her most memorable moments come from the beloved band camp. where she cherished the opportunity to connect with fellow musicians and make beautiful music together. Looking forward, Jatayla's college path is yet to be decided, but her dream is sculpting. She's even considered serving in the Air Force or Army before pursuing her higher education. When asked who inspired her the most, Jatayla humbly said that everyone in her life inspires her to be a better person. Her journey is about uplifting others and spreading positivity. Tonight she's escorted by Jessica Jacquemet and Anthony Jones. Next is Helen Vlahos. Helen is not only a dedicated member of our high school's marching band, but she has also been an active part of the community through her involvement in the Key Club for 4 years. Notably, she served as the lieutenant governor for 2 years, showcasing her leadership skills. In addition, Helen explored her athletic side by participating in track for a year. Helen's post-graduation plans include taking a year to work and gain life experiences before furthering her education. She aspires to attend Ohio University, although she's keeping an open mind about her major. But who has been her guiding light through this journey? It's her mom. Helen's mother has inspired her to be a hard worker and a better person, instilling values that have driven her success. One of her most cherished memories was when the marching band achieved grand champion status at Marion Local last year. Another highlight was performing at the BOA Grand Nationals. Tonight, Helen is escorted by her proud family members, Jane Vlahos, Pete Vlahos, and stepdad, Rob. Next we have Gracie Lapointe. Gracie's involvement spans a multitude of clubs and activities, including serving as Student Council's class officer, National Honor Society vice president, and a Top 100 recipient. She's also been a part of Link Leaders, Hope Squad, Winter Guard, and Interact Club, where she served as president. Gracie's musical talents shine through her participation in symphonic band and show choir. She's made a significant impact as the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society Student Visionary of the Year. When it comes to sports, Gracie is a vital member of our color guard team. One of her most memorable moments was when the color guard received the title of Best Overall Color Guard out of 13 other bands, coming just 8 points away from a perfect score. Gracie's future shines just as brightly as her past. She has plans to attend The Ohio State University, where she will major in radiological science and therapy, promising a bright future in the field. But behind every great student is a source of inspiration, and for Grace, that person is her mom. Her mom is her biggest supporter and driving force, always encouraging her to live her best life. Without her mom's unwavering support, Gracie admits she wouldn't be where she is today. Tonight, Gracie is escorted by her proud parents, Amy and Joe Lapointe. Next, we have Alex Preston. In the realm of music, Alex has left an indelible mark as a dedicated member of our high school's marching band. With 3 years on trumpet and 2 as a drum major, Alex's musical powers has truly shown through. Her commitment extended to the jazz band, audio hype, and symphonic band for the full 4 years of high school. As she embarks on their next adventure, Alex has been accepted into Bowling Green State University to major in music education. Alex's inspiration is drawn from 2 phenomenal mentors, Mr. Hines and Mr. Mahaney, who have guided and pushed her to reach their full potential. Alex's heartfelt message to them is, "I will miss you both more than you will know." One standout moment from their high school journey was performing at BOA in their rookie year. With a fantastic trumpet section and treasured memories, Lucas Oil Stadium became a stage for their hard-earned show. Tonight, Alex is escorted by Jason Preston and Nicole Lacey. Next, we have Olivia Huber. Olivia has made a profound impact on the high school community, showcasing her talents in the marching band and concert band. As she embarks on her journey to the Ohio State University to study veterinary science, she's set to make a significant mark in the world of animal care and welfare. When asked about her inspiration, Olivia acknowledged her parents, Jennifer and Dustin Huber, as the driving force behind her success. Their unwavering support and hard work have molded Olivia into the incredible individual she is today. Olivia's most memorable moment during her high school years was her first year at BOA Grand Nationals. It was a mix of fear and excitement, a moment that pushed her out of her comfort zone and helped her grow. Join us in celebrating Olivia Huber, who was escorted by her parents, Jennifer and Dustin Huber. Next we have Tegan Shue. Tegan has been a dedicated member of the marching band throughout their high school years, bringing rhythm and harmony to our school's events, but their talents extend beyond music. Tegan is almost an avid member of the Dungeons & Dragons and Harry Potter clubs, where their imagination truly shines. In addition to his passion for the arts, Tegan is part of the symphonic band, showcasing their commitment to excellence in every aspect of life. Looking ahead, Tegan plans to continue their education at Sinclair Community College, focusing on automation and control technology with robotics. One person who has had a significant impact on Tegan's life is his father. Tegan admires him for teaching him valuable life lessons and demonstrating the importance of trust and resilience. This inspiration has shaped Tegan into the remarkable individual they are today. On this special night, Tegan is escorted by Mr. Mitch Mahaney. And last but not least, we finally have Andrew Powis. Andrew has been a dedicated member of our marching band for 5 remarkable years, but his involvement doesn't stop there. He's shown his passion and enthusiasm in various high school activities and clubs, including Dungeons & Dragons for 4 years, the Harry Potter Club for 4 years, show choir for 4 years, and concert band for 3 years. Even though Andrew might not have specific college plans at the moment, he's undeniably someone to watch out for in the future. While his extracurricular achievements are impressive, what truly sets Andrew apart is the person who has inspired him the most. He has consistently drawn inspiration from the entire music staff, who have tirelessly nurtured his musical talents and those of his peers. These dedicated mentors, despite having to manage their student almost every day of the week, have remained a source of unwavering positivity and encouragement. Their ability to continuously push their students to be the best they can be, not just as musicians, but as individuals, has left a lasting impression on Andrew. One of Andrew's most cherished memories was during the ringing competition at Swanton in 2019, when they didn't know if they'd qualify for state due to a video cutout. Tonight, Andrew is escorted by Jennifer Blankenship and Sam Powis.
Oh, no, I have it. Right. But we don't fix it.
In the heart of Piqua, Ohio, there's a family-owned business that has become the leading screen printing company in the Midwest, Atlantis Sportswear. Known for their top-notch college and professional sports apparel and corporate gear, Atlantis sources the latest apparel and workwear from hundreds of the top-name brands including Carhartt, Dickies, Adidas, Nike, and the North Face, just to name a few. With long-standing partnerships with renowned brands like Crocs, Hey Dude, Wright-Patterson Air Force Museum, Hartzell Propeller, and Piqua Steel Company, Atlantis has become a trusted name in the industry. Let us design your corporate embroidery, screen-printed apparel, and promotional products. At Atlantis, we can do any kind of fulfillment and packaging, from UPC barcodes, hang tags, to any specialized packaging. We can do it all.
Feel free to stop by and see Jenny and Brad at our Piqua location, 344 Fox Drive, Piqua, or check us out at atlantasports.com.
Is a floral boutique and plant shop located at 120 North Main Street in Piqua. Need flowers for your wedding, funeral, baby shower, or a special event? Lemon Meringue has you covered. Lemon Meringue is open Tuesday through Thursday from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Friday from 10 a.m. to 4, Saturday 10 a.m. to 2, and they're closed Sunday and Monday. For more information, call 937-726-0451 or visit them on Facebook. Mention this ad at checkout to receive 10% off your boutonniere or corsage for the school dance. Lemon Meringue is located at 120 North Main Street in Piqua.
let's introduce tonight's varsity senior cheerleaders. Introducing first, Brooklyn Black. Brooklyn is a two-sport athlete in track and a 3-year varsity cheerleader for the Indians. She is also a member of Link Leaders. Her most memorable moment was getting 3rd place at the MVL cheerleading competition last fall. Her plans for college are to attend the University of Tampa to study health sciences. She's escorted this evening by her parents Monica and Josh Kemp, along with Avery Wiley, the heavyweight champion of the world. And now, introducing next, Allie Cathcart. Allie is a 2-sport athlete in track and a 3-year varsity cheerleader for football. She is an art club, Spanish club, and a member of Link Leaders. Allie's most memorable moment was cheering at her first varsity game and doing petty for the first time. Allie plans to attend the University of Tennessee to study international business. She is escorted this evening by her parents Maggie and Brian Prine and Ryan Cathcart. Ladies and gentlemen, Allie Cathcart. Next we have Maya Evans. Maya is a 3-year varsity cheerleader for the Indians. She has participated in track, soccer, and is a member of Link Leaders. Her most memorable moment was qualifying for state her sophomore year. Maya plans to attend Bowling Green State University to study education. She's escorted this evening by Chastity Basil and Nancy Basil. Ladies and gentlemen, Maya Evans. And last but not least, Kaylee Tillman. Kaylee is a 2-year varsity cheerleader for football. She is also a member of Link Leaders. Kaylee's most memorable moments was getting cleared to cheer after her ACL surgery and being a part of this year's squad. Kaylee's plans for college is to attend Wright State University to study nursing. She is escorted this evening by her parents, Bridget Tillman and Jason Tillman. Ladies and gentlemen, Kaylee Tillman.
That's that automatic camera.
Yeah, they have two. There's one out here too. Is there? That way they don't remember.
Hey, look at the way they're lining up too. They're setting up their receivers and talking to the quarterback and running back actually like they are
from the beginning of the process all the way to the end, everybody was professional, courteous, and time. So thank you all very much.
You are wanting to sell your home? Look no further.
Very pleased with the Kathy Haney team again. They've worked with them in the past. They've done a great job. We'll use them again.
I've been using Kathy Haney about the last 10 years by design and sell. She's absolutely incredible.
It's the first time we bought a home in 20 years. Fantastic experience. And looking forward to getting in and being residents of Piqua.
We'd like to thank the Kathy Haney team and Kathy Haney for selling our house, for selling my dad's house, my sister's house, my son's house. They are amazing.
I want to thank Kathy Haney and the Remax team. They did a fantastic job. Couldn't be more happier with our purchase. Very excited about everything and looking forward to our home.
Welcome to Morris Comfort Systems.
Comfort Systems. We service all brands. Celebrating 30 years serving Miami County as your factory authorized carrier dealer. Visit us at morriscomfortsystems.com. Practice field, or you're just celebrating a big win with your teammates. The Piqua Little Caesars has you covered. Stop in for a $6.49 hot and ready pizza anytime. Your Piqua Little Caesars are proud sponsors of the Indian Nation Station and Piqua Athletics. manufacturing company that has been a staple in the Piqua community for nearly 30 years. The most recent milestone was the acquisition of a second facility that is roughly 100 yards away from the main plant. This location will allow for Harmony's continued growth and success. Harmony has over 60 molding machines and 225 employees, and we're still looking to expand. We offer competitive wages and a benefits package that includes access to a medical provider within walking distance at no cost to the employee. Come join our team and help make great plastic products.
Have you heard of this and that candy on Main in downtown Piqua? It's for kids of all ages. If they don't have it, they don't make it. This and that candy on Main has your favorite retro candy. You know, from when you were a kid. There's a selection of 165 glass bottle sodas and 84 kinds of saltwater taffy. Retro toys, they've got them too. This and that candy on Main, 408 North Main Street. Find them on Facebook or call 937-541-2201. If we don't have it, they don't make it.
And now, your varsity football seniors. Introducing first, Hayden Barker. Hayden is a three-sport athlete that has lettered in football, wrestling, and track. His favorite memory was competing at a high level in every sport, such as districts and regionals. Hayden plans on joining the military after high school. He is escorted tonight by his parents, Caleb Jones and Shelly Anthony. Ladies and gentlemen, Hayden Barker. Next we have Garrett Brown. Garrett is a two-sport athlete that is a letterman in both football and track. His favorite memories are running a 39-yard run against Greenville this football season and advancing for the Division I regional track finals in the 4x1 last May. Garrett is currently undecided on his plans next fall as he's looking at several options. He's escorted by his parents, Lee and BJ Brown. Ladies and gentlemen, Garrett Brown. Next we have Gage Gamble. Gage is a 2-year letter winner in football and is involved in the manufacturing and machining technologies program at the Upper Valley Career Center. His favorite memory was beating Troy his junior year and making a big tackle in the playoff game last season against Stebbins. Gage is still contemplating his plans upon graduation. He is escorted by his parents, Jenny and Dale Whale. Ladies and gentlemen, Gage Gamble. Next we have Corson Hawk. Yeah! Corson is a two-sport athlete in football and track and field. He is involved in the nursing program throughout the Upper Valley Career Center. His favorite memory was beating Troy last season and tying the series. Corson plans on studying physical therapy and is still deciding upon what school he will attend and potentially playing college football. He is escorted tonight by his parents, Cletus and Holly Hawk, along with his sister, Sydney. Ladies and gentlemen, Carson Hawk. Next we have Josh Heath. Josh is a three-sport athlete that competes in soccer, football, and baseball. Josh currently holds the school's record in soccer for the most saves in a game, season, and career, and currently sits at the second in state for career saves. His favorite football memories are the summer football workouts and forming new relationships with his football teammates and connecting on a 32-yard field goal to help the team beat Xenia this season. Josh is looking at several options for his major in college of choice next fall. He is escorted tonight by his parents, Jeff and Natalie Heath. Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Heath. Next we have James Hess. James has been a part of the football program throughout high school and is heavily involved in the auto collision repair program at the Upper Valley Career Center. His favorite memory was his sophomore season when Josiah Medley imploded the punter at Troy and the Indians defeated the Trojans that night 28-7. James is undecided on what his future plans are, but is considering attending Edison State Community College to attain a 2-year degree while still working. He is escorted tonight by his parents, Jim and Jesse Hess. Ladies and gentlemen, James Hess. Next we have Parker James. Parker is a two-sport athlete in football and wrestling, where he has been a 3-year letterman. His favorite memory is shutting out Troy 59-0 and tying the series his junior year. Parker is undecided as to what college he will attend, but plans on playing football in college and majoring in education. He is escorted tonight by his parents, John and Robin James. Ladies and gentlemen, Parker James. Next we have Derek Jones.
Yeah, Derek!
Derek Jones is a 2-year letterman in football and also has been one of the best performers in the weight room in the annual spring liftathon. His most memorable moment was playing in the football program's 700th win in school history his sophomore year, and also breaking the high school weight room bench record of 405 pounds. Derek plans to study physical therapy at a college yet to be determined next fall. He is being escorted by his parents, David and Sandy Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, Derek Jones. Next we have Tate Kuhlman. Tate is a multi-sport athlete that has lettered in both football and basketball for the Indians. He has also earned a position in the National Honor Society at PHS. His favorite memory has been the relationship with his teammates in football and getting a big tournament win last basketball season over Springboro to give the team its first tournament win in several years. Tate plans on completing his associate's degree in business at Edison State next fall. He is escorted tonight by his parents, Brad and Abby Kuhlman. Ladies and gentlemen, Tate Kuhlman. Next we have Wyatt Mars. Wyatt is a 2-sport athlete in both football and track. He also was involved in Science Olympiad and Key Club. Wyatt is enrolled in the pre-engineering program at the Upper Valley Career Center. His favorite memories have been running on the field on Friday night at Alexander Stadium and the relationships he has with his teammates. He plans to attend the University of Cincinnati next fall, majoring in mechanical engineering. He is escorted tonight by his parents, AJ and Paloma Mars. Ladies and gentlemen, Wyatt Mars. Next we have Roman Medley. Roman is a 3-sport athlete and a 2-year varsity letterman on the football and basketball teams, along with a 3-year letterman in track. In addition, he has been involved as a volunteer with the Piqua Youth Football and Basketball Associations, along with being heavily involved with the service learning class at the high school. Roman intends to attend college next fall, but is undecided on his major and the college he will enroll in. Roman has high hopes of running track in college. He is escorted tonight by his parents, Jason Medley and Tabitha Carroll. Ladies and gentlemen, Roman Medley. Next we have Alex Millett. Alex is a 2-sport athlete in football and track, where he has participated in both sports throughout high school. He is enrolled full-time at Edison State Community College as a College Credit Plus student. His favorite memory was shutting out Troy his junior year 59-0 and tying the overall series with the Trojans. His plans are to major in business at a college yet to be determined. He is escorted tonight by his parents, Mike and Erica Millett. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Millett. Next we have Bryce Phillips. Bryce is involved in multiple sports and clubs, including football, baseball, Science Olympiad, and has earned a spot in the National Honor Society. His favorite memory is scoring a touchdown off a blocked punt against Stebbins. Bryce will be attending Cedarville University next fall, majoring in business management. He is escorted tonight by his parents, Mike and Lisa Phillips. Ladies and gentlemen, Bryce Phillips. And next we have Kyan Warner. Kyan is a 3-sport athlete in football, basketball, and track, and has been named all-conference in all 3 sports. His favorite memory was beating Troy 59-0 his junior year and starting at safety his sophomore year in the regional finals against Winton Woods. Kyan plans on attending college and playing football, but is still deciding on what school he will attend next fall. He is escorted by his parents tonight, Nicole Hudson and Jason Warner. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyan Warner. Next we have Aiden Williams. Aiden is a 2-year letterman in football and is very active with extracurriculars in school. He is a class president in FCCLA, Link Leaders, National Honor Society, show choir, and one of the leads in the musical. His favorite memory was beating both of the rivals, Troy and Sydney, his junior year. Aiden is unsure of his college plans next fall, but is actively looking at options. He is escorted tonight by his parents, Kevin Williams and Megan Nevin, as well as his grandparents, Lynn and Jim Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, Aiden Williams. And last but not least, Jonathan Stabino. Jonathan has been playing football through his high school career and is also involved with FCCLA and the Key Club. He is in the nursing program through the Upper Valley Career Center. His most memorable moment was playing his first varsity snap and feeling the rush and excitement of the first game under the Friday Night Lights. Jonathan plans on attending Ball State next fall, studying nursing. He is escorted by his family, Cindy and Joe Goebel and Joe Miner. Ladies and gentlemen, Jonathan Stavino.
Yeah, Roman. Yeah, Robo. I don't know what reason was, but I always thought Roman was. I thought Roman was a king. I truly did. Yeah, Miss Time Parker, people.
Come on. Fairborn has won the toss, and they will see.
Hey, all year we have gotten the ball second half. Hey, I do too. I'm saying, even teams that win for us, they further receive. Yet they beat me. So yeah, buddy. Oh, there goes the one.
Buffalo Wings and Rings in Piqua is located at 989 East Ash Street. They have 45 TVs to watch all the live sports that you can imagine and offer a wide variety of food options. From burgers to wings, nachos, and yes, the pretzel bites, there's something for everybody. Stop by the Piqua Wings and Rings location before the game to get fueled up for the competition and after for the celebration.
For years, we continue to lose our best and brightest students to other universities. They're going off to major in fields like business, education, nursing, and engineering, even taking classes online. And they couldn't be happier. We couldn't be happier either. After all, that's how we planned it. With Edison State's Bridge to Bachelor's degree program, you can get your 2-year degree and core classes at Edison State and then easily transfer to a state school. Save thousands of dollars and get the same great education with Edison State.
Well, it comes down to this. Final game of the regular season, Piqua hosting Fairborn. It's senior night for the Indians. For the players, another key aspect of tonight's game. Will they make it to the playoffs? The Joe Idol website predicts a win tonight could put them as high as 13th as far as the seed is concerned. Or they still might not make it. A loss? Well, they could make it as a 16th seed, or not at all.
Tonight it's Piqua and Fairborn, live on 98.1 FM 1570 WPTW, tape delayed on the Indian Nation Station and Spectrum, Channel 5. Tom Michaels here, along with Brian Gillespie. And Brian, first of all, can you break down in 10 words or less the Indians' playoff situation?
10 You gave me 10 words. There's not quite enough words, my friend. But I will tell you this. Win, and there's a very high likelihood that they are in for sure. As I look at the rankings, I don't see I see some of the teams above them falling, including Fairborn, which they would probably move ahead of. But it could get crazy in this final week of high school football. Hard to believe at 2-7 that the Piqua Indians still have a chance to make the playoffs, but it's here and it's reality. Thank you, OHSAA.
Well, the Piqua Indians, as you mentioned, 2-7, 2-6 in the Miami Conference of the MVL. Last week, they came up short, 21-17 on the road at Sydney. I had a chance to do that game. You were off for your loved Vols down in Tennessee. And as I mentioned, many crazy things happened in that football game down the stretch, including the fumble by Kai Warner, and then just an unbelievable kickoff by Sydney, which was down low, hit off of one of our upmen's shins. He had no chance to react to that. It bounced right back to Sydney, and they are able to then take it on in.
I'll tell you what, it's been one of those years. It's one of those years that you just can't seem to get anything to go your way. Just when you think you got something going your way and you beat Xenia, pull off an upset, look like you're ready to do it again in Sydney, and then Sydney gets some luck, and Lady Luck shined on them, and they made that work. They scored the touchdown, and it's just been one of those years for Piqua Indians. But again, one more shot here. Fairborn comes in here a little beat up, not so excited about the rest of their opportunities. This might be a time to shine for the Piqua Indians tonight.
Well, as we take a look back last week, the week before that, 2 weeks ago in the win against Xenia, Kai Warner threw one time. It was an incompletion. They won that game. Last week, played pretty doggone well. He threw 12 times, 8 completions there. What do we expect tonight?
Somewhere in between, probably. Expect not a lot of passing. I would think the weather's a little bit of a wet football, ground out there. That makes it a little unknown. It's been raining a lot today with a sloppy field. Even though it's a turf, it's still going to be wet and slippery out there. I'm going to look for a heavy run game from the Piqua Indians tonight.
One of the things we saw last week was we're starting to see some of the guys who are younger getting a chance, maybe some of the guys on defense, like a John Hess, getting a chance at running back, and played fairly well last week.
Well, I think when you're talking about the future, you got, that's one of those things where you have the end of the season, you got to start transitioning a little bit to, okay, where are we looking at? What can we do different to make things even better into the future? And some of those guys might just get some opportunities again tonight.
One of the things about the Piqua Indians, I personally think the defense has played pretty well most of the year. Now, there have been some issues here and there, but there really haven't been any real blowouts. Perhaps the biggest one closest to that was Vandalia Butler, and even that was close into the second half.
Yeah, it's hard to believe. I mean, if you look down Piqua's schedule, you go, oh my goodness, they could easily have 3 to 4 more wins. You are what your record says you are in the end. Unfortunately, that's where you are with a coach. They are what they said they were, but it has just been one of those things where you feel like, oh, it's been a terrible season, but in reality, they've been very competitive in pretty much every single game they've played in. It just hasn't been enough. When they've had opportunities, they usually have not been able to take them.
Well, the Piqua Indians, under the veteran coach Bill Nees, he's been here more than 30 years. Meanwhile, he's going to be facing another veteran across the way, Larry Cox. Just his second year with Fairborn. His record at Fairborn right now is 5-12 in those almost 2 years. but he was an assistant at Baden, then a head coach at Bellbrook, longtime head coach at Lakota West, 21 years as a matter of fact. Then he moved a little bit. He was at Talawanda for a while, Franklin for a year, and now is at Fairborn. As we get ready for tonight's game, Fairborn comes in here. J.T. Smith is their quarterback, and his numbers are not all that strong. 46 of 111 for 529 yards, just 41% on a completion rate, 4 TDs and 7 interceptions. But he's got some guys that can run the ball, including Jake Kidd, who's a 5'7", 160-pound junior with 740 yards, 4th in the league.
Well, if I'm a betting man, which I'm not going to say whether I am or I'm not, I would say it's going to be a lot of running the ball tonight for both of these teams, because that seems to be what each one of them does the best. The numbers aren't great for Fairborn, went through the air. You know, there's too many interceptions, things like that. I would think you'll see a lot of Jay Kidd and Zaire Cabot on the ground tonight in this one.
Well, last week, the Fairborn Skyhawks lost 49-14 to Troy. Last year, it was Piqua winner in this series, 63-0. Well, on TV, we're going to make our way down onto the field as the marching band is making their way out there. And on radio, we're going to take a 4-minute break. 4-minute break here on WPTW 98.1 FM 1570 and the Indian Nation Station.
And now, taking the field, the Fairborn Skyhawks.
As our TV audience watches the video of some of the highlights from the Piqua Indians football team, we get ready to see the team make its way out here onto the turf at Alexander Field, Hurt Field. And here they come. The Piqua Indians now making their way out along the sideline as they are getting ready for game number 10 of this 10-game season. Tom Michaels, along with Brian Gillespie. We are here with you, and while it's been a tough year for the Piqua Indians overall, it has still been just great to see a bunch of kids get out there, do their darndest, and hope they can come away with a win tonight. So the Piqua Indians, we see them along the sideline now. They are in the group, and we are getting ready for our national anthem coming up here momentarily. The marching band standing out on the field between the 37s. And we're going to have a singer for the national anthem here on this senior night.
Your attention to the 50-yard line as we introduce tonight's guest singer for our national anthem. Miss Kristen Gephardt is a 1990 graduate of the Piqua High School, where she was a highly engaged member of the Piqua Music Department. She has taught music for Piqua City Schools for the past 27 years and is the proud mother of senior Pride of Piqua Marching Band percussionist Adam Gephardt. And at this time, we ask that you all please remove your hats as well as stand for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the hope of the brave?
Piqua grad Kristen Gephardt with our national anthem, and we are just moments away from getting this football game underway. The official for tonight's game, the referee Mark Bergman, linesman Chet Roberts, Gerald Huff is the line judge, the umpire John Knight, and the back judge Tyler Hess. The coin toss, Fairborn won it. They are going to receive, and they'll be going from left to right as we get this ball game underway tonight. Piqua Indians will be out there in that dark blue uniform with the white trim. They've got the blue helmets, blue pants, and the white numerals. Meanwhile, it is a very light colored uniform, white, with the light blue, Columbia blue numbers. Also the white helmet for Fairborn. Fairborn coming in here with their record of 3-6, 3-5 they are in the Valley Conference. Last year at 2-8 and 2-7 in conference. They've scored 158 points, meanwhile giving up 302. Piqua Indians come out here. Joshua Heat is going to be the man who is going to kick it off. And they're getting lined up. He'll be kicking from the far hash mark. The normal returners for the Fairborn Skyhawks, Jay Kidd as well as Zaire Cavett. Kidd with the 19-yard average on returns.
It's hard to believe, but this is about as close as you can to a direct elimination game between these two guys that teams could be played at. On the 10th game of the season, they're right on the edge of the playoffs, both of them. The winner of this one is probably in, and the loser is probably out.
Well, working his way right to left. Here's Joshua Heath. He sends one, which is going to be picked up at the 12-yard line, and the player over there slips, and let's pick up. That is number 20, who is Logan Schleeman. So somebody different trying to bring the ball back there. Schleeman slips, and so they're going to spot the ball now right there at about the 14-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 now. Skyhawks. Their quarterback is mentioned, number 7, J.T. Smith, 6'3", 190-pound senior, 46 of 111 for 529 yards. He's going to start with backs on either side of him, 2 wideouts to the near side. They're going to give it to one of the backs, and that is Jay Kidd. Jay Kidd spins his way up for a first down across the 25-yard line out to the 27. That is the first down of this ball game on the first play from scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, he's going to get a good workout. J.T. Smith, if he goes over to the coach every single time for the play call, man, that's going to be a long night for the quarterback on the legs.
Yep, J.T. Smith is the quarterback. His backs are Kidd and Cavett. Kidd is going to line up to the near side this time. Kidd just 5'7", 160-pounder. Little bitty guy out there. They're going to give it to the other back. That's going to be Zaire Cavett. Cavett will pick up a little bit of yardage, not a whole lot, but he'll get the ball out to the 30-yard line. That's actually a pickup of 3, so it'll be a 2nd and 7 coming up here with our first minute going in this one.
I think you're going to see a lot of this. You know, those 2 backs back there doing a little RPO action, maybe some option stuff. I think you're going to see a lot of running the ball tonight.
Once again, lining up out of the shotgun with backs on either side of them. 2 wideouts to the right side. They work from the left hash mark. They're going to give the ball again. Here goes Jay Kidd. Jay Kidd is going to find lots of running room across the 40, right up there, right up the hash mark, over to the 42-yard line. So another first down here for Fairborn. They're keeping it on the ground, and they're moving the ball well.
He's got some wiggle to him on that play. He's quick. He's not real big back there, but man, he gets through that hole, and Piqua's losing sight of him, and it's not been good for him to start out.
10:19 left to go here in the first quarter. It'll be a 1st and 10 for Fairborn. Taking their time in the huddle. Now they come out, ball just off the left hash mark. This time the 2 wideouts are on the left side, the short side of the field. Smith will give the ball. It's going to be Cavett this time. And let me see. Nope, that is going to be J.T. Smith. This is, I should say Jay Kidd. This is going to be kind of tough tonight because the 8 and the 6s kind of blend together on the uniforms there.
Yeah, they're not really easy to see from our perspective here.
So a pickup of 4, 2nd and 6, 9:36 to go, first quarter. This time they're going to send Antoine Willis as a slot man on the left side. once again, they're going to give the ball. Well, it's going to be the quarterback keeping it this time, and J.T. Smith. Well, he can run 7-8 times this year for 355 yards. Right there, he gets another first down to the 46-yard line of the Piqua Indians.
Yeah, they're doing it, doing a nice job of faking the handoffs and waiting and riding that handoff to the last second, and he kept it, did a good job of pulling that at the last second and got a nice gain out of it.
Now the ball is on the hash mark there. Inside 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. Now we're going to have the flags flying here. It's going to be a false start against the Piqua Indians. That'll take it, I should say, against the Fairborn Skyhawks. So that takes it back to the 49-yard line in their own territory for Fairborn, where it'll be a 1st and 15.
They don't look like they do signals on the sideline here at Fairborn. Nope. They do the straight up tell me the play and go back in and run it.
Well, there's no mistakes that way as far as what they're supposed to be running. Logan Schliemann is wide to left, slot man on the left side. Here's a quick pass over there on that far side, and man is knocked out of bounds. Piqua Indians very quickly to cover up on that one. And that was Logan Schliemann, the wide receiver, 5'6", 130-pound sophomore. A lot of sophomores on this team, a lot of underclassmen.
5'6", 130, that's a little guy for a receiver.
Gets the ball across midfield, down to the 48-yard line, continuing to work, left hash mark. The back on the far side is Jay Kidd, near side is there Cabot. J.T. Smith calls out the signals out of the gun. And there's a fumble, and that is fallen on by the Piqua Indians. Therefore, it is Owen Schaller. And Piqua, with good field position, going to take over the ball now. 8:21 to go in the first. It'll be 1st and 10. And no score in this ball game, but Piqua with a great opportunity right here.
I'll tell you what, that when you do that, where you hold on to the ball to the last second and try to pull it sometimes, that sometimes can cause a little bit of issues with fumbling, and that definitely happened there. They were a little loose with the ball on the handoffs anyway, and that cost him right there when he fumbled that ball.
Piqua 1st and 10 from their own 48. Jericho Burns will be the back there with Kai Warner, the quarterback, out of the gun. 2 men to the right, 1 to the left. They give the ball, Jericho Burns. Burns finds a hole. He's across the 50, down to about the 47, then driven back. Coming in there for the stop, that was Hunter Boyd, the defensive lineman, 5'10", 215-pound senior. It'll be a 1st and 5 coming up here for Piqua.
You're going to see a lot of Burns tonight, I think. A lot of running the ball, getting him off tackles, left, right tackle, and rolling with that way. I think they're going to try to gash him through the middle.
And we've got a timeout momentarily as the officials did something with the ball. Now the clock resumes. It's a 2nd and 5. Jericho Burns still the back. There's an up man there, Carson Mars. And Piqua is able to get the play off. They give it to Jericho Burns. He bounces the outside. He's at the 40. Down to the 35, finally forced out of bounds. Coming up on him there, that was Sean Townsend.
Looks like you might get a hold to call this back. Or, well, they're going to get it. They came across, get it on Kuhlman, I think, 86. Out of the receiver position. He held on just a little too long on his block.
So with the hold, that's going to bring the ball back here with 7:29 to go in the first quarter.
Now they're going to still have a short 2nd down.
Roman Medley is the one who gets called for the holding call. But the ball goes back now to the 45-yard line, where it's going to be a 2nd and 3.
So it doesn't hurt you too bad since it happened across the sticks, but still not ideal.
Out of the gun once again, in motion Mars. They give the ball, and they give it to, once again, Jericho Burns, but a flag flies, and it's going to be a offsides against the Piqua Indians, that's going to take it back to the 50, and these are the kind of things we have seen so much this year.
One after the other, just seems like, they have something going, and then there's something that slows them down, and a lot of times it's penalties.
So it'll be a 2nd and 8. Clock down to 7:15 to go in the first quarter. Tom Michaels, Brian Gillespie here at Alexander Stadium, Perk Field. On 2nd and 8. They'll give the ball Jericho Burns. He is going to be taken down immediately by Quincy Tarver, the safety. And that's going to bring up 3rd down. No gain on the play.
So now you've put yourself behind the 8 ball here because you're not a great passing offense, solid passing offense. And then you got yourself a 3rd and 9 and puts yourself in a tough spot on a long 3rd down.
Rashawn Garrett into the game. He'll be one of the wide men here on the near side. He'll be in a slot. Carson Hawk, also a slot man. Joey Bosco will be the outside man. Continuing as the back, that's Jericho Burns. Here's the pass ahead. Goes to Joey Bosco down to the 41-yard line before he is finally forced out of bounds. Omari Bird, the linebacker, is the one who stopped him, but not before he gets the 1st down.
Just across the sticks, a nice job right there to close out your route right where you need to be to get a 1st down.
Just 6 minutes left to go here in this opening quarter, and this is just the 2nd possession of the game. Each team having had a crack at it here. Send a man in motion, and we're going to have another penalty. It's going to be a motion call here against the Piqua Indians. That'll take it back 5. It'll be a 1st and 15. Well, in baseball, one of the old-time scribes or somebody said, oh, those base on balls. Well, here, oh, those 5-yard penalties.
Yeah, those penalties just, they don't seem like a big deal, but when you start at 1st and 15, that changes your style of play calling quite a bit, actually.
1st and 15 from the left hash mark. Is going to be a keeper here for Kai Warner, and Kai Warner is going to be taken down, not getting up to the original line of scrimmage before Jared Louderman, the linebacker, 6 foot, 175-pound junior, stops him. That'll bring up now a 2nd down. 2nd down and 13. So he picked up a couple of yards, but still well shy of the original line of scrimmage. Piqua, on the other hand, is a team that looks over to the sideline, takes the signals, and away we go. Again, on the right hash mark. 3 wide left, 1 right. Jericho Burns, he'll get the ball. We got a flag flying as he gets across the 40 down to the 39-yard line. But let's see what the flag is going to be. Once again, it's going to be a hold against the Indians.
Looked like the referee was doing a sumo move or something to show the hold. And it was a bear hug, apparently, that he was trying to show. But man, oh man, somebody's laundry's already been washed tonight because, geez, they've been using it up on this drive. These yellow flags are out there all night long. Almost on every play, the last 5 plays.
And this one's going to take it back into Piqua territory, back to the 46-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and about 23. Another flag before we get the play going. Stops the clock at 4.5 minutes.
Fairborn said, not so fast, my friend. We're going to get in on this action. And they got themselves a penalty. So here you go. Here's 5 yards. Now it's only 2nd and a mile instead of a mile and a half.
I was watching the Thursday Night Lights game, and between the two teams, there were 15 penalties in the first half. And we might top that the way this thing's going. Now out of the shotgun, Kai Warner rolling near side, looks to keep it, and then is taken down at the 49-yard line. So he actually picked up a little bit of yardage, but is taken down. Keyshawn Carter comes up to get him.
Keyshawn Carter in on the stop for the Skyhawks.
They marked it at the 50 now, apparently.
Yeah.
So
he loses a yard on the play. It'll be a 3rd and 19. Rolling.
This has not really set football forward very much on this drive. We're going backwards.
3:42 left to go, first quarter. Out of the gun on a 3rd and 19. Give the call, Burns with it. Jericho Burns. Down across the 45 to the 43-yard line before he is finally taken down. And that'll bring up now a 4th down. So this is normally 4-down territory. The problem being that that's an awfully long 4th down to have to try and work on. So that's going to bring out Hayden Barker. He stands back at his own 42. Back deep to return to be Jackson Fifield. We'll see. Takes the ball at the 15 and is spun to the turf there. And that is actually Quincy Tarver. So some different people getting some looks out there tonight for what we expected for this Fairborn team.
Those different people need to get different spikes on, because on both those kicks, they have slipped and it has hurt their opportunity of returning a kick, and Piqua's taking advantage.
It'll be a 1st and 10, ball at their own 18-yard line now for the Skyhawks. Going out there in those white uniform, white helmets, white pants, sky blue numbers. So we wait for the snap. Here it is out of the gun. They'll give the ball once again to Jay Kidd. Kidd tries to turn the corner and doesn't get much, if anything. Nope, taken down there. Guy coming up to get him is Zayden Allen. Zayden Allen, who we saw last week both offensively and defensively. A sophomore, so.
He's going to be a key piece next year to this team.
Absolutely. John Hess will be as well. We see him out there, number 35. He's a linebacker. He'll also be used as a running back.
Rashawn Garrett will be a big piece next year as well.
They give the ball to Jay Kidd coming in from the far side. And again, the Piqua Indians are able to sniff things out there. Among those in there, Owen Schaller. So a pickup at the ball out at the 23-yard line, where it's going to be 3rd down. 3rd down and 6.
I'll tell you what, the way these teams run the ball, this game's going to go fast, partner. At least it looks like that so far. Fairborn likes to run that clock.
Minute 36 left to go, first quarter. White out near side, Antoine Willis. Man in the slot, and then 2 white outs to the left. They'll give the ball once again to Kidd. Kidd finds 1st down yardage out to the 30-yard line, where he is finally brought to the turf. We take a look, and Aiden Williams, the man who got him, the defensive end for Piqua. That's a 1st down for the Skyhawks. Minute 20 to go, first quarter. So the ball is just kind of tickling the 30-yard line now.
Tell you what, Kidd just disappears behind those big linemen. You don't know where he's at. It's hard to get vision on a guy that small, and he's taking advantage.
Fairborn lost last week to Troy 49-14. Still going with the twin backs. So once again, they're going to give the ball. Kidd bounces to the outside, gets away from one tackle, another tackle, gets down to the 39-yard line. So it'll be about a yard short of the 1st down as they move the ball
I think that
just inside the near hash mark.
I think that might have been Cavett on that one. These 6s and 8s are.
Yep, it was Cavett.
He's slippery too. He made some nice cuts there in the inside. He didn't look like he had much, and he managed to get 9 yards out of it. They're both pretty talented running backs.
Yeah, the 6 and the 8, they both just kind of blend, so it looks like a 0 almost. So with 16 seconds to go in the quarter, they're going to give it to Cavett. Cavett gets the 1st down, then is driven back. Several of the blue shirts are in there on the tackle, including John Hess. And that will do it for the quarter. It looks like, well, the clock has stopped. Now they started again. So they're going to go ahead and both teams come to the sideline. We have played our first 12 minutes here at Alexander Stadium, Perk Field. No score. Fairborn and Piqua here on 98.1 FM, 1570 WPTW, and the Indian Nation Station.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the 30-yard line. Piqua was very fortunate to have companies that support our athletes on and off the field. This year, Dick Lumpkin's Auto Body is our official sponsor of the Athletes of the Month. Tonight, we would like to honor our fall Athletes of the Month. Our first athlete, Maya Evans, Emma Kidder, Sebastian Karabinis, and Quentin Bachman. They received a certificate from Mr. Mike Lumpkin, but they will also get dinner for 4 at 3 Joe's, and they will have the opportunity for a $1,000 scholarship at the end of the year. We thank you, Mr. Mike Lumpkin and Lumpkin Auto Body, and moreover, congratulations to Maya, Emma, Sebastian, and Quentin.
We come back in, second quarter begins. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up here for the Fairborn Skyhawks. We'll now move right to left on your television screen or your radio dial, as they used to say. Now they go with a single back, and J.T. Smith, the quarterback, going to keep the ball, be forced out of bounds. Rashawn Garrett, as well as John Hess, there to knock him out of bounds. But a good pickup that time for the quarterback on the keeper. Now, they've been going with the twin backs tonight, but in that particular case, they went with just one back. Again, ball spotted on the far hash mark. It'll be a 2nd and 4 on the pickup of 6. Ball at their own 47-yard line. Skyhawks.
They've got some they're running it pretty smoothly. Outside of the turnover, they've been able to kind of do what they want on the ground right now.
Antoine Willis, the whiteout on the far side. Again with a single back, and the quarterback is going to keep it again. J.T. Smith with the first down to the 35-yard line. Make that the 45-yard line, and it was Aiden Allen who came in there and got the stop on him. But it is a first down here for the Skyhawks. Piqua Indians only had one crack at it. There were only 3 possessions in that first quarter. Ball now at the 45.
Fairborn's in no hurry. They huddle up every time. Quarterback walks over there, gets the call from the coach, comes back out. They definitely are not in a rush. I think that's their game plan here.
Now back to the twin backs. They'll give it to Zaire Abbott, and he is going to be driven back. Coming through quickly for the Indians, Aiden Williams, who just stops him right in his tracks. So it's going to be a loss of 1 on the play, bring up a 2nd and 11. 1 minute gone now in the second quarter.
Much like Piqua, you put Fairborn in long 2nd and 3rd downs, that's advantage defense because they don't have that passing attack that's going to hurt you real bad. So you put them in a spot where they have a lot of pressure to pass. It puts them in a tough spot.
Ball on the right hash. Twin backs. They'll give it to the back on the far side. Comes over here, near side. There's a flag on the play with it. Jay Kidd is going to be knocked down. A couple of players there. Hayden Weigel, Derek Jones.
Like we're going to have a hold on the left tackle here. He didn't let go.
So indeed, it is a hold against the Fairborn Skyhawks. Had a lot of penalties there in that first quarter. Here we start with one here early on. This one against Fairborn. That will back it up. And they haven't marked off the ball as yet. Now they do. There's 5. And eventually puts it down at the 44-yard line, their own, for the Fairborn Skyhawks. Just no rhythm to this game so far because of all the penalties.
Well, it's not 3 yards in a cloud of dust. It's 3 yards in a cloud of flags, I'll tell you. It's been nonstop.
That's going to make it 2nd and 21 now for the Skyhawks. They work their way up to the line. Try to get up there quickly for the play clock. Out of the gun, here's a pass. It's intercepted by the Indians. With the ball against Gamble. Gamble with his first interception of the year. And the Piqua Indians bring the ball back, and they're going to have it in excellent field position. Looks like they'll spot it at the 36-yard line of Fairborn.
It's a senior special right there for Gage Gamble. Big-time interception. Now, it did look like their quarterback, but dropped back and said, Gamble, here it is. Threw it right to him. I don't think he saw the receiver cutting, and he just stepped back there and fired. We've seen a few of those from Piqua this year. But that was a good interception for Gamble.
That was the 8th interception on the quarterback, J.T. Smith. Here goes Jericho Burns. He'll take it right up the middle. He's got the first down. He keeps the legs moving. He's down to the 16-yard line. Oh, my goodness.
Huge hole he had to run through there. There wasn't anybody from Fairborn for about 7 or 8 yards.
When they got to him, they just basically, he just had him hanging on, and he just kept running.
Yeah, rumbling, bumbling, all over him.
So the ball now at the 14-yard line. Piqua Indians 1st and 10, 9:40 to go. Here in the first half. Burns again the back off the right hip. He'll take the ball, goes up the middle, finds a little bit of a hole, and then it closes down. Several players in there on the stop, including Noah Lowry, number 52. He's defensive lineman, 5'11", 250. They've got some size up there in their front guys. Pick up a 4. It's 2nd and 6.
I just had a premonition. I think you're going to see Kai fake it and run it in for a touchdown on one of these next couple plays.
Kai Water gives the ball. Jericho Burns. Burns to the outside. He's at the 5, knocked out of bounds at about the, the 1-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal to go for the Piqua Indians coming up here.
That tells you how much I know.
Well, that's...
Hey, I still got a chance. They're at the 1. I still got a chance for him to keep it.
Premonitions are not knowledge.
I don't think he's going to do it, but they might.
So now out of the gun. On a 1st and goal, they give it to Jericho Burns, and he is...
I don't think he got in.
No signal yet.
He looked like he was going in easy, and somebody came up there and blasted him sideways and held him out, kept him out of the end zone.
So it'll be a 2nd and goal to go at the 1-inch line. Again, Jericho Burns to the back. They give the ball, Jericho Burns. He just trots on in this time for the 6 points on the 1-yard touchdown run, Jericho Burns. And the Piqua Indians take out to a 6-0 lead here early on.
That was easy. Where's the easy button when you need it? That was just he just kind of cruised on in for that one. Nice job by the offensive line, giving him a huge hole on the goal line there.
That'll bring Joshua Heath on. He is 16 of 17 on his extra points. Take Kuhlman, the holder. Ball is up and through and good. And the Piqua Indians draw first blood here with 8:26 to go in the first half. 7-0. Piqua leading Fairborn here on the Indian Nation Station and 98.1 FM 1570 WPTW.
Joshua Heath to kick off. Zaire Cabot and Jaden Kidd back deep for the Skyhawks.
Back we come to Alexander Stadium, Perk Field. Piqua with a 7-0 lead on the 1-yard touchdown run by Jericho Burns. We await the kickoff, left to right, coming up here from Joshua Heath, who made the extra point. He approaches the ball, put this one down low. It's one of the up men who takes it. And I don't know that he stumbled there, but that's Andrew Wilson, a sophomore. But his knee did touch the ground when he picked up that ball. So it'll be 1st and 10 here for the Fairborn Skyhawks, with the Piqua Indians leading at 7-0, 8:25 to go first half.
That squib kick was coming in fast, and I think he didn't have a choice. Looked a little bit like maybe Sydney's might have looked last week, except for they hit the up man. But man, that thing was coming in fast. I don't think he had a choice but to try to scoop that thing up and get down.
Yeah, and that situation last week for the Indians, that ball was kicked so hard, right directly at the up man. He didn't have a chance to react to it. I likened it to a comeback or to a pitcher there. So now on 1st and 10 with twin backs, and the ball carrier is going to be driven back. That is Zaire Cabot. Now Cabot came into the game with 446 yards and 95 carries. So he's a pretty good runner as well. They'll spot the ball at the 28-yard line, so a pickup of 2 before he was driven back.
Well, I think in an ideal world, Fairborn would rather not ever throw the ball because, as we saw, it wasn't real pretty. So I think they're going to try to run it as much as possible.
Tied in on the right side. There's a fumble. Ball is loose, and it is covered up. And coming up with the ball, let's see, that is Zayton Allen. Zayton Allen gets the ball, and the Piqua Indians will have the opportunity here once again in absolutely great field position. The ball at about the 27-yard line.
Fairborn might as well have bought some Christmas and wrapped that thing. They gift wrapped that fumble to him. I think he waited too long to hand him the ball and handed it forward, and it just slipped out of his arms again. These have been some real sloppy football managing of the football for the Skyhawks so far.
Carson Hawks split to the left. 2 men to the right, outside man, Roman Medley. As they give the ball, again, Jericho Burns. Burns going to be spun to the turf. He is taken down by Caden Osborne. So no gain on the play. It'll be a 2nd down and 10 coming up here. Clock rolls, 7:20 to go. First half. Piqua leads it 7-0 on Fairborn. Piqua looking for just their 3rd win, but that might be enough to get them in the playoffs this year. Kai Warner out of the gun. Again, we'll give the ball. Here's Burns. Burns! He gets it down close to the 20-yard line and then is driven back. So they'll probably spot it around the 19, I would guess, is where they will say his forward progress was. And, well, it's going to be between make that the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 6.5 to go here in the first half. It'll be a 3rd and 3 now for Piqua. Tate Coleman in the slot, near side. Outside him, Roman Medley. Jericho Burns once again finds the hole. He's got the first down across the 15 to the 14-yard line.
Nothing special about that one, just good blocking up front. Nice job by those interior linemen, led by senior Parker James in there, clearing a hole for a nice run.
Carson Mars comes back into the game for Piqua as an H-back. Same setup with the wideouts, one left, 2 right. Jericho Burns continues as the running back. Shotgun, give the ball. No, it is going to be Kai Warner keeping the ball, and he'll get it down to the 11-yard line. He's taken down. Ashton White coming through there, 6'2", 280-pounder. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 7 off the pickup of 3. 5.5 to go here in a very fast-moving first half. From the left hash mark. Again, Kai Warner finds a hole. He's across the 5, down to the 3-yard line, but we got a flag in the backfield. It's going to be another hold against the Indians.
Man, this game must be sponsored by Tide with all this yellow laundry on the field. Jeezy Pete's. Hashtag not a sponsor. However, it should be at this point with the amount of penalties that have been called in this game.
That takes the ball back to the 21-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and 16. Nearing 5 minutes to go in the half. Here's Kai Warner again. Kai just tries to go right up the middle. He is stopped by a wall of white shirts. Coming up the bottom of the pile, looked like Ethan Norman, one of those. Also there. Again, we saw Caden Osborne. That'll bring up 3rd down now. 3rd down and long.
I wonder if the Piqua Indians will put this more in the air one time. Or will they try to run it and get if this 4-down territory here?
Signals called, rolling right, looking for the pass, looking to get the ball to the H-back, Carson Mars, but was unable to do so, and that brings up the 4th down here.
It's an awfully long 4th down. I think they're going to have to try to kick a field goal here if they feel comfortable kicking it from out there.
And here comes Joshua Heath. He is 4 of 5 on his field goals during this season. It'll be 34 yards. His holder is Tate Coolman. So with a 7-0 lead and 4:22 to go here in the first half, spot is good, kick is up, it's kind of a line drive, and it's good! 34-yard field goal.
That thing had distance to go 44. He had plenty of length on that kick. Heck of a kick by the senior. It's being senior night.
Joshua Heath, he has done a terrific job coming in for one of the best guys that we have seen as far as a kicker goes for this program, Jackson Tremblay, who graduated, a soccer player, and to be quite honest, he has filled the role quite admirably this year. So we look for the ensuing kickoff coming up here. A reminder, our radio sponsors include Smitty's Bicycle and Locksmith Services, Sunset Meats, Alley and Bradle, Jameson and Yanesee Funeral Home, Moore's Comfort System, Piqua Lumber, Melcher Sour Celebration of Life, and Bushnell's. So we are waiting for the referee to put the ball on the tee, so Mr. Heath will go ahead and put toe to ball. Pretty windy out there. We had the mist earlier. I don't know that we got much going on right now. So we are ready to go here. Approaching the ball left to right. This one is going to go sailing through the end zone, and they'll bring it out to the 20. Fairborn trailing at 10-0 here. 4:17 left to go in the first half. Trying to have scores and some stats for you coming up at halftime. And it's pretty much been a ground game for both of these teams that we have seen here early on. The Piqua offense has been able to move the ball. They wound up having great field position that last time. Had to settle for a field goal, but it's 10-0 Piqua here. Two wideouts to the right side now for the Fairborn Skyhawks. They got the twin backs. They'll give it to the back on the far side. Zaire Cabot takes it right up the gut. And he'll pick up 4 yards on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd and 6. So we had 4 minutes left to go in this game's first half.
I tell you what, if you're Fairborn, your best case scenario here is run the clock, get it to the end of the first half with a chance to maybe kick a field goal or at least get some points. But you can't, throwing the ball just isn't your thing. They struggle with that. They're going to be running it quite a bit.
Now they go to the single back with wideouts on either side, 2 of them. And now the quarterback keeps it, and he's going to be taken down by Gage Gamble for a loss on the play. They'll spot the ball right at the 22-yard line, so a loss of a couple. That'll bring up a 3rd and 8. I like what I'm seeing from this defense again tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he got off his block there on the edge and made a nice play. He looked like he was blocked. Quarterback ran right that direction, and he just slipped off his block and was able to make a stop. And again, you've put him in a passing down, and as we've seen, that's not Fairborn's strength by any means.
Well, even a win tonight does not guarantee Piqua a spot in the playoffs, and a loss does not mean they're necessarily out. But we'll have to wait and see. Fairborn's going to call a timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout here as well. 2:46 left to go. 10-0. Piqua leading Fairborn here on 98.1 FM, 1570 WPTW, and the Indian Nation Station.
Dr. Littlejohn believes that clear vision begins with regular comprehensive eye exams. His friendly and professional staff will make you feel welcome in his office located at 8090 Looney Road. With our great selection of stylish eyewear, our licensed opticians will help you pick the perfect pair of glasses. Dr. Littlejohn participates in many vision plans. Call us at 937-606-2772 to schedule your next eye exam. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Out of the timeout called by Fairborn, 2:46 left to go here, first half. Piqua leads the Skyhawks 10-0. It'll be a 3rd and 8 for Fairborn. They have 2 timeouts left. Meanwhile, Piqua has all of their first half timeouts still there in the pocket. The quarterback's going to keep it this time. J.T. Smith, he's going to get a first down.
J.T. Smith, your ball carrier.
Faked the ball to the running back and then kept it himself, ran it up and gets it out to the 34-yard line, their own, for Fairborn here. Clock continues to roll now. 2:34 left to go. They move the chains. Again, they are very deliberate, this Fairborn team. The quarterback goes over, verbally gets the play from the coach, then comes back to the huddle. Again, J.T. Smith going to keep the ball, and he is taken down at the 40-yard line. A couple of the Indians there to wrap him up, including Zayden Allen. Also, Owen Schaller there. Decent pickup. That'll bring up now a 2nd down and 3. Less than 2 minutes to go in our second period.
I'll tell you what, that last first down was huge for Fairborn. That kind of sealed, or at least gave them an opportunity to hold on to the ball literally down to the half. And I don't know that they're in any hurry, to be honest. Obviously they're not. They just want to keep that ball.
Again, they've got 2 timeouts left. The back is going to take the ball and just keep turning the legs, and he's got the first down. Again, Jay Kidd, the running back, 5'7", 160-pound junior, and he gets the first down. Looked like he could have been stopped a yard or 2 short, but just kept going and dragged the Indians with him. And so the ball out to their own 45-yard line now for Fairborn.
Tell you what, they run the ball well. If they could just stick to that, Fairborn would have a shot in this game.
Once again, they give it to Jay Kidd. Kidd finds a big hole going right up the middle. He'll get the ball out close to first down. Let's see where they spot it.
They gave him another first down.
Yep. Another first down. The ball is down to the 45-yard line into Indians territory.
Do you throw one here is the question.
Well,
is that too risky?
That was the 8th interception is thrown by J.T. Smith. That one earlier in the game. once again, it'll be Jake Kidd. Takes the ball to the outside, forced out of bounds by the Indians over there. Owen Schaller, one of those. That'll bring up a second down on the pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. 54 seconds to go in the half.
Now they do have 2 timeouts, and they can get the ball out of bounds, and they can stop the clock with a first down. So they've got some opportunities here, but they're going to have to show an ability to throw the ball at some point here soon.
Ball at the 42-yard line, right hash mark. This may be a very intricate play coming up here because it took a lot longer for J.T. Smith to get the play from the coach. Just 10 on the play clock. Now 5. Taking his time. Single back. Looking to pass. Under pressure. Trying to come ahead. And now gets the ball out across the 40 down to the 39. But a whole lot of blue shirts are there. And Isaiah Martin comes up off the bottom of the pile. So it's going to be a 3rd down and 4 coming up here, and a timeout as called by Fairborn.
Ooh, the quarterback looks a little bit nicked up, but I think he'll be okay. I think he made a nice decision there. There wasn't anybody open. Don't force it into coverage. Piqua would have probably picked that one off and lived to play another day. They still got another timeout left. 3rd and 4 here. Gives you an opportunity to get another first down and keep that clock rolling.
Well, we want to wish the girls and boys cross-country teams good luck tomorrow as they get ready to compete in the district cross-country meet at Cedarville University. Teams and individuals will look to advance to the regional cross-country meet then in Troy. Also, remember you can get the latest news on all your fall athletic teams on Indian Nation Station. Show to highlight teams, student athletes, coaches. You can catch all the action on the YouTube channel and also on Spectrum Channel 5. So now, on a 3rd and 4, 45 seconds to go in the half from the 40-yard line. Rolling right. Here's a quick little pass. He gets it down to J.T. Kidd. Kidd finding lots of running room all the way in for the touchdown. 40-yard touchdown reception by J.T. Kidd with just 37 seconds.
What a call. He was wide open. There wasn't anybody for 15 yards from him on that side of the field. That must have been, one they held in their pocket for a big down. That's a huge play for Fairborn right there.
J.T. Smith to J. Kidd. And coming on for the extra point is Wesley Rohr, who is 14 of 20. So his extra points have not necessarily been no doubters. Confusion on the part of Fairborn because they were late getting one of their linemen up there. They get the play off. Here's the extra point. It is up and through. So it is now 10-7. Piqua's lead is cut with just 37 seconds left to go. Again, J.T. Smith to J. Kidd. A reminder that our TV sponsors for this year, Kathy Henney, Little Caesars, Buffalo Wings and Rings, Dick Lumpkins, This and That's Candy on Main, Harmony Systems, Crayax Corporation, Edison State, Dr. Littlejohn, Morris Comfort System, Atlanta Sportswear, 36 Skate Club, and Lemon Meringue Boutique. Thank both our radio and television sponsors for being with us throughout this football season. Don't forget, basketball a little over a month away. It'll be starting right there for the boys at the 1st of December. Girls start a little bit earlier, and the coach at Houston is sitting next to me.
Yeah, we're getting ready to get started next Friday at practice. It's pretty wild that it's already here. I'm ready to go. I'm excited. It'll be a fun season. Basketball season, the longest season, so you got to take it day by day. But I think we're going to be in a pretty good shape this year. I'm excited.
Getting ready for the kickoff here as the Piqua Indians, their lead at 10-7, just 37 seconds left to go here as they're going to keep this ball on the ground. I don't know if that touched one of the up men for the Indians, but now they're just going to fall on it. Owen Schaller is the one who falls on the ball back at the 30-yard line. No time went off the clock, so apparently it did not touch that up man, but it took a big bounce right by him. So Piqua going to take over here, 1st and 10 with just 36 seconds left. Now, Piqua has all 3 of their timeouts left, Fairborn with just 1. Piqua is going to send Joey Bosco wide to the left, 3 men to the near side, man to the outside. Once again, that's Keaton Bolton. Now they give the ball to Burns, takes it right up the middle, and he is wrapped up at the 35-yard line. Coming in to make the stop was Asher White, the defensive lineman, 6'2", 280, just a freshman. Number of underclassmen on this Fairborn team. So with 16 seconds, they'll throw it out on the far side. Joey Bosco pushed out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock here. He is covered there by Corbin McCoy Bush, the defensive back. So it'll be a 1st and 10 with 12 seconds to go for Piqua. The ball is now out to the 46.
Look like Piqua decided they're going to put their timeouts in their pocket and just kind of run this clock down, because after their first play, they didn't call timeout.
Here's a pass over the left flat to Joey Bosco. He gets it, runs out of bounds.
Only 3 seconds magically came off the clock there. That's great for Piqua right there.
So it'll be a 2nd and 2 with the ball across midfield down to the 46. This time, Rashawn Garrett is going to be the wideout on the short side of the field. That's the left side. 3 wideouts to the right. Kai Warner out of the gun. All the way so far at running back is Jeremiah Burns. Now here's the pass over on the far side to Rashawn Garrett. And Garrett is spun out of bounds with just 3 seconds left.
See, this is where they could have used that timeout after that first play. They'd have a good 20 seconds left on the clock now, but they've kind of put themselves in an impossible spot here. It's just going to be a Kai heave to the end zone, if that.
So Fairborn's going to call their final timeout. And we'll take a quick 30-second break here. 10-7, Piqua leading. 3 seconds to go in the half here on 98.1 FM, 1570 WPTW in the Indian Nation station.
How did you get here? Was it the region's leading cancer treatment? Or Premier Health's access to advanced research as a certified member of MD Anderson Cancer Network? Maybe it was the support of the family while you stay close to home. Or maybe your cancer journey began with a much more personal question.
You ready to get started?
Let's do this.
So we come out of the timeout, 3 seconds left. Piqua with the ball on the Fairborn 31-yard line. Piqua leading at 10-7. And they're going to come out here, so they'll have one less crack at it here. It'll be a 1st and 10. This will be the last play of the half. Empty backfield, out of the shotgun. Kai Warner, 3 wide right. No, 4 wide right. Now, under pressure, looking, heaves it down into the end zone, and that ball is incomplete. Was looking down there for Keaton Bolton. He jumped for it, but he was in double coverage, and that'll do it for the first half. So, after our first 24 minutes of action here at Alexander Stadium Perk Field, the Piqua Indians hold a bare 10-7 lead on Fairborn. We'll be back on radio after this 4-minute break, and we'll be back on TV as well here on the Indian Nation station and 98.1 FM, 1570 WPTW.
In the heart of Piqua, Ohio, there's a family-owned business that has become the leading leading screen printing company in the Midwest, Atlantis Sportswear. Known for their top-notch college and professional sports apparel and corporate gear, Atlantis sources the latest apparel and workwear from hundreds of the top name brands including Carhartt, Dickies, Adidas, Nike, and the North Face, just to name a few. With long-standing partnerships with renowned brands like Crocs, Hey Dude, Wright-Patterson Air Force Museum, Hartzell Propeller, and Piqua Steel Company, Atlantis has become a trusted name in the industry. Let us design your corporate embroidery, screen-printed apparel, and promotional products. At Atlantis, we can do any kind of fulfillment and packaging, from UPC barcodes, hang tags, to any specialized packaging. We can do it all.
Feel free to stop by and see Jenny and Brad at our Piqua location, 344 Fox Drive, Piqua, or check us out at atlantasports.com.
From the beginning of the process all the way to the end, everybody was professional, courteous, and timely. So thank you all very much.
If you are wanting to sell your home, look no further. The Kathy Haney team will get the job done for you.
Very pleased with the Kathy Haney team again. We've worked with them in the past. They've done us another great job, and we'll use them again.
I've been using Kathy Haney for probably about the last 10 years. Buying and selling houses. She's absolutely incredible.
It's the first time we bought a home in 20 years. It was a fantastic experience, and looking forward to getting in and being residents of Piqua.
We'd like to thank the Kathy Haney team and Kathy Haney for selling our house, for selling my mom and dad's house, my sister's house, my son's house. They are amazing.
I want to thank Kathy Haney and the RE/MAX team. They did a fantastic job. Couldn't be more happier with our purchase. Very excited about everything and looking forward to our new home.
They've got some specials for you as they are joined by over 50 talented 7th and 8th grade band students for an unforgettable halftime performance. Students can get involved with the band department in 6th grade at PCIS each year. These students have been working hard to present an amazing performance to you tonight. To kick things off, they'll be playing the iconic hit Ghostbusters. It's going to be a thrilling musical experience that's sure to get you moving. Shout along.
At the half, Piqua leading Fairborn by a score of 10-7. The Piqua Indians getting out first with a 1-yard run by Jericho Burns at 8:26 in the second. That made it 7-0 after the kick. A 34-yard field goal by Joshua Heath at 4:17 made it 10-0. But coming back the other way, J.T. Smith threw one to Jay Kidd on a 40-yard pass play, and it was 10-7 after the kick there, and that is where we stand right now. Let's go down to the field and listen in to the Piqua High School Marching Band.
Go-Ahead Song. Prepared for you. The Pride of Piqua will present their full competition show this evening following the game. They're heading to Maumee, Ohio tomorrow for their final regular contest of the year. We would love for you to stick around and cheer them on. And mark your calendars for next week when they'll be back here at Alexander Stadium for the OMEA State Marching Band Finals on October 29th at 3:30. The Pride of Piqua is aiming for a superior rating once again this year, making it their third consecutive year. Let's show our support and enthusiasm as they aim for excellence.
And once again, back here to Perk Field, Alexander Stadium, where the Piqua Marching Band and their fellow compatriots are making their way off the field here. It looks like there's going to be a little bit more of a band show coming up as well for the current Indians getting ready to go here. Tom Michaels, along with Brian Gillespie. And Brian, do you have some scores for us?
I'll tell you what. Well, I've got some stats first.
Okay.
I've managed to get those in here. Big half for running back for the Fairborn. Jay Kidd has 9 carries for 59 yards, and then he scored on the receiving touchdown of 40 yards. So he's had a heck of a first half. Cavett also has had a decent first half. And then for the Piqua Indians, nice first half for Jericho Burns. He has 12 carries for 65 yards and a touchdown. Seems like they've been able to move the ball pretty well on the ground there. And through the air, not a lot for either team. Smith is 2 for 3. He did get that 40-yard touchdown, but other than that, he had that bad interception. Turnovers have really been the difference. Kai Warner did hit on 4 or 5 passes for 45 yards. So the numbers aren't bad passing. Neither team does a lot of it, though. Now, in regards to scores, we got some interesting scores tonight. In the in MVL, probably his priority right now. We've got a closer game than we expected between Stebbins and Butler. Butler's ahead 7-3 at the half. Tip leads Xenia 21-7. That's a big game. So those are some big scores there. We got Troy is up, I believe it was 21-7 as well in their game. So, there's been some good games. The Sydney-Troy game. It was 14-7 at the end of one. That's been a bit, so I haven't got a great update on that one. But we have some good, closer games maybe than many expected here on the last week of the season. Lots still on the line when it comes to making the playoffs and league titles and etc.
Well, you can catch the Bill East Coaches Show every week on Spectrum Channel 5, as well as the Indian Nation station on YouTube. The show features highlights from tonight's game, preview of future games. Hopefully there might be one next week. In addition, Coach Neves will be featuring senior football players and breaking down the Indian season. Right now, we are here at the half, and it is 10-7. Piqua leading the Fairborn Skyhawks. Radio, we're going to take a 4-minute break coming up here. Again, 10-7, Piqua leading Fairborn here on 98.1 FM, 1570 WPTW, and the Indian Nation Station.
Lemon Meringue is a floral boutique and plant shop located at 120 North Main Street in Piqua. Need flowers for your wedding, funeral, baby shower, or a special event? Lemon Meringue has you covered. Lemon Meringue is open Tuesday through Thursday from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Friday from 10 a.m. to 4, Saturday 10 a.m. to 2, and they're closed Sunday and Monday. For more information, call 937-726-0451 or visit them on Facebook. Mention this ad at checkout to receive 10% off your boutonniere or corsage for the school dance. Lemon Meringue is located at 120 North Main Street in Piqua.
Welcome to Morris Comfort Systems.
Morris Comfort Systems. We service all brands. Celebrating 30 years serving Miami County as your factory authorized carrier dealer. Visit us at morriscomfortsystems.com. No matter if it was a long day at work, home, the practice field, or you're just celebrating a big win with your teammates, the Piqua Little Caesars has you covered. Stop in for a $6.49 hot and ready pizza anytime. Your Piqua Little Caesars are proud sponsors of the Indian Nation Station and Piqua Athletics.
Company that has been a staple in the Piqua community for nearly 30 years. The most recent milestone was the acquisition of a second facility that is roughly 100 yards away from the main plant. This location will allow for Harmony's continued growth and success. Harmony has over 60 molding machines and 225 employees, and we're still looking to expand. We offer competitive wages and a benefits package that includes access to a medical provider within walking distance at no cost to the employee. Come join our team and help make great plastic products.
And a thank you to our television sponsors during this 23-24 school year. Kathy Henney, Little Caesars, Buffalo Wings and Rings, Dick Lumpkins, This and That's Candy on Main, Harmony Systems, Crayex Corporation, Edison State, Dr. Littlejohn, Morris Comfort System, Atlanta Sportswear, 36 Skate Club, and Lemon Meringue Boutique. Once again, back here to Alexander Stadium, Burt Field, on a cool night, and one that if you breathe in real hard, you can probably sniff a raindrop. But out there on the field is probably a little bit slick. We have seen a couple of times the return men for Fairborn slip and slide out there and not be able to get much of a run back. But it's 10-7. Piqua with the lead here at the half. And Tom Michaels, along with Brian Gillespie. And Brian, what do these Piqua Indians have to do to salt this one away?
Well, I'll tell you what, it was an interesting first half because in a way, sometimes it felt like Fairborn was in total control. They were able to run the ball. Then they got sloppy, turned the ball over 3 different times. You'd think with 3 turnovers, Piqua would be ahead 21-0, 21-3, something like that. And you look up the scoreboard and you see 10-7 going in the half. That has to give Fairborn a little bit of juice going into the second half, even on a cold night like this. Hey, we're in this thing. And that's a little bit of an uneasy feeling probably for Piqua with how everything seems to, if it could go wrong, it has gone wrong this year. And letting Fairborn stick around in this game can't be a great feeling for the Piqua Indians.
Well, we saw one of the underclassmen, Keaton Bolden, getting a shot out there. But we have not seen as much in terms of some of the underclassmen getting a shot out there at the running back. As a matter of fact, I don't think we've seen anybody but Jericho Burns back there. The only time we didn't see him back there was when they went with an empty backfield.
Yeah, it's either been Kai or Jericho carrying the ball, and you haven't seen a whole lot of those other guys. And I don't know, in a tight game like this, I don't know how much you'll see of those guys. Again, this evening, you never know. And we'll see if they ever sneak in a little bit of a passing game there. But they just always seem to be a one guy, the timing just isn't there in the passing game, at least this week and most of the season. So it's probably going to be a lot of running again.
Well, the Piqua Indians sitting there with this 10-7 lead. You take a look, this senior night, and a number of these seniors are going to be sorely missed coming up next year. Starting with Kai Warner, you've also got, just taking a look down here, down the offense, Gage Gamble, who's playing an excellent football game out there. A number of others, Derek Jones, who is seen as an H-back, and of course we also see him on defense, Carson Hawk, Kate Kuhlman. But we also look to the underclassmen. Jericho Burns is a junior. Caden Thomas is a junior. You've also got Rashawn Garrett, just a sophomore. Drake Cohen, a sophomore. Isaiah Martin, who can also play as an H-back. He's a junior. And Joey Bosco, a junior. Derek Jones, you mentioned, is a senior. And Zayden Allen, who's a sophomore. John Hess, who we look to probably do quite a bit more on offense a year from now. So there are a number of these players who do return, and I think this season has been a character builder for a lot of folks, but also given the experience to some guys that really could come through next year.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, in all my years at Piqua, watching Piqua football and commentating on it, I don't think they've ever used this many sophomores in key places on the field. Sophomore, it's usually a climb to get up the depth chart here at Piqua, and this year the depth chart was open a little bit in some spots, and some of those younger guys, you know, you look at Zayden Allen, he's probably been their most consistent linebacker all year. And if you look at it overall, he made a lot of plays this year. He's only a sophomore, and that's gonna bode well for Piqua going in the future with the defense. I mean, like you said, another sophomore in John Hess. You know, you've got some impact players in that sophomore class that are definitely going to make a big, you know, they're going to make a big difference next year. Now you do lose Kai Warner, who's going to be quarterback. Where do you go at the quarterback position? That's going to be really important for this team. I think they've got solid players around the quarterback spot, but where they go next year with quarterback will probably dictate a lot for this team. Do they bring a kid up that's a sophomore this year, come up? Do they go back to Caden Thomas? I don't know that that will be where they go. I'm not sure where they're going to go with quarterback next year, but that will be a big decision for the Bill Neese staff to make.
Well, 3 or 4 sophomores on defense this year to start the year, which is the most they had since like 2019. So it's just, I have to say that this this defense, to me, has gotten stronger as this year has come along, and not just against some of the weaker teams in the league.
Yeah, they've been solid, and that's all you can ask for. They've made some big stops. They haven't given up a ton of points really in hardly any of the games, really since game 1 when they gave up a lot of points. But they've been in games, the offense has not been able to do enough to get them over the top against the better teams.
Well, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break here on radio. We'll take, I believe we'll take a 4-minute break, and we'll do something of the same on TV. Oh, we've got 2 minutes till kickoff, I am being told. So we will just take a 1-minute break here on radio and 1 minute on TV as well. Back right after this, 10-7. The Piqua Indians are leading the Fairborn Skyhawks here on 98.1 FM, 1570 WPTW and the Indian Nation Station. And once again, back to Alexander Stadium, Perk Field. Both teams back out and getting ready for the second half of the 10-3 struggle here on the Perk Field turf. Tom Michaels along with Brian Gillespie. Piqua, who did not win the coin toss, will be receiving to begin this second half. And we have seen them before in this situation where they have not been able to convert coming in here on a situation like this. Let's wait and see.
I'll tell you what, I have zero premonitions for this half. I honestly have no idea what's going to happen with these two teams. Both have kind of struggled this year towards the bottom of the league. You just don't know from play to play what's going to happen. But one premonition I do have is that there will be yellow flags on the field at some point, because that's all we've seen tonight.
Well, we didn't see as many in the second quarter, I don't believe.
I think their arms were sore. They kept them put away.
Well, that was a very quick moving first half. So getting ready here, Fairborn is going to be kicking off right to left. Piqua Indians have been using Rashawn Garrett back as a deep man. They've also been using, I believe, Gage Gamble has been back there. We'll have to wait and see as we await the kickoff coming up here by the Fairborn Skyhawks. Approach the ball. It's going to be a squib kick down and picked up on the far side, and finally just having to kind of fall on the ball was Rashawn Garrett, and I think he had trouble with his feet as well on that one when he tried to get back up there. Nope, the knee touched, and so Piqua is going to have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
I think it was a little bit of both things. You know, that ball slides on that wet turf for a little bit, gets to you, and then you try to pick that thing up, and you're trying to cut all at the same time, and this turf's not that easy to do it when it's wet like that.
So ready to go here. Roman Medley, wide to the near side, inside him, Tate Coolman. Out of the gun, Kai Water gives the ball. Jericho Burns once again, and Jericho's going to pick up yardage out close to the 21-yard line. That's where they spot the ball. So it'll be a pickup of 4, 2nd and 6, just underway here in the second half.
keep in mind that when Piqua wanted to throw the ball in that last drive, they were able to get 3 or 4 pass completions very easily.
Again, Jericho Burns, this time he's going to go nowhere and is going to be shoved back. The guy with the biggest shove at the end, I believe, was Ramon Reed, the linebacker, 6 foot, 190-pound senior.
He did give him a couple yards there, actually. I didn't know that he got much past the line, but it looked like he got a couple yards.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 3. 1 minute gone in the second half. Wide out to the left side, Carson Hawk. Medley, as well as Kuhlman, split to the right. The back, Burns off the left hip. He'll take the ball again. He finds a hole. Nice hole this time. 1st down across the 30 out to the 32-yard line as he took it right up the middle. Jericho Burns.
Nice patience on that. He did a little bit of a jump cut to the left there to find that hole and then hit it pretty good for a 1st down.
Joey Voskel now in the game as a wide out to the left side as Carson Mars goes out. So 2 wide outs either side. Indians working from the middle of the field from their own 32-yard line out of the gun. Kai Water is going to keep it this time. Roll to the near side. He gets it up to the 40, the 45, and is finally grabbed by the ankles by Tamarin Whiteley, the defensive back. But we got a flag on the play.
What did I tell you, partner?
Yep. Holding called against the Piqua Indians.
I saw the old bear hug sign again by the middle official. He loves that one.
So that's going to bring up a 1st down here, but it's going to be a 1st down and long as they take the ball back to the Indians' 23-yard line. It'll be a 1st and looks like 20. There's 10 minutes to go here in our 3rd period. This time, Kai Warner with Burns to his left. Burns gets the ball. Burns finds a hole, but is tackled from behind. Coming up to quickly get him was Ramon Reed, the linebacker. So gets the ball now out once again to the 27-yard line where it'll be 2nd down and 15. Piqua Indians taking a look over here to the near side, which is the home side of the field. Gets the play. Again going with 2 wideouts on either side. No H-back. Kai Warner keeps it. Kai Warner looks for the hole. Doesn't find much. Gets it back to at least the original line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard more. That'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd down and 9.
Do you put it in the air or do you run it? That's the question here for Piqua. They haven't done a lot of throwing the ball, but they did have some success on that final drive. But when you're stuck at 3rd and 9, that's a little bit different deal.
Well, Kai Water, who has thrown some nice passes this year, has also had some problematic ones. Carson Hawk is, now we're going to have a false start against the Indians. I don't think it was Carson Hawk, but that's going to take it back 5 yards.
My goodness.
3rd down and 14.
Those flags are disintegrating as we speak because it's so wet on this field and they keep hitting the ground with those flags.
So now, 3rd down and 14. Ball on the 27-yard line, rolling near side, looking for the pass. Got it to Rashawn Garrett. Garrett up to the 34-yard line where he is driven out of bounds. One of those coming through there was Jared Lauderman. But it's going to be 4th down, and the Piqua Indians are going to have to punt this ball away. So just too deep.
So there you go. Fairborn gets the stop they needed to start the second half. They still flip the pressure to the Piqua Indians and see how the defense holds up.
Hayden Barker coming on now. The punter averaging almost 39 yards per punt. Not too bad for high school. Standing back at his 20-yard line, gets this one away. This is not going to be a real long punt, and it is going to go out of bounds right about the 40-yard line, looks like they're going to say. And so decent field position here for the Fairborn Skyhawks. They trail it to Piqua 10-7 with 7:42 left to go here in our third period. Well, our radio sponsors this year, Smitty's Bicycle and Locksmith Services, Sunset Meats, Alley and Bradle, Jameson and Yamasee Funeral Home, Morris Comfort Systems, Piqua Lumber, Melcher Sours Celebration of Life, and Bushnell's. So the ball at the 40-yard line, working the near hash mark. Twin backs once again. Give it to Jay Kidd. Kidd finds a hole right up the middle, and he's going to be real close to a first down. He was finally wrapped up, taken down by Zayden Allen, the linebacker. He's going to be less than a yard short. Ball down to the 49-yard line, still in Fairborn Skyhawks territory. The Fairhawks.
I was close to saying that earlier, partner, so me and you are on the same page tonight.
On 2nd and 1, 2 wideouts to the right, again, short field. They give the ball to Zaire Cabot. Cabot gets the first down just across the 50-yard line, down to the 49.
Despite a lot of bodies being in there, Fairborn manages to get some yardage on those inside runs. It never seems to be that they have a ton of space, but their running backs are pretty nifty getting those yards.
A lot of excitement for Fairborn for next year because they're going to have the new high school opening up in August. That includes a new football stadium. They've been playing their football at the junior high, which was formerly the high school.
Basketball too, man.
Oh,
That'll
yeah.
be a huge upgrade for basketball.
Absolutely. We get a flag on the play before they get it underway here. This one is going to go against Fairborn. Is there?
I'm not sure what happened here, but
The officials, well, there's no signal from the official. For some reason, they blew the whistle.
Maybe he lost his flag. Couldn't throw it on that one.
So it'll be a 1st and 10. Don't get me started. 10-7. Piqua leading Fairborn here. Tom Michaels, Brian Gillespie with you on radio and TV tonight. Again, going with the twin backs either side of the quarterback. Smith takes the ball. He's going to keep it as he rolls to the right. He just keeps fighting his way and trying to fight his way through the blue shirts, but a couple of players, Owen Schuller and Rashawn Garrett, both there to finally stop him. And that'll bring up now 2nd down. Pick up a 3, so 2nd down and 7.
He just started running backwards on that play, hoping that he didn't get any shots to his kidneys there from behind. That's dangerous with those linebackers coming in there sniping you.
So on 2nd down, 5.5 to go, 3rd period, very fast-moving ball game so far. And sure as I say that, things will slow down. Keeper for the quarterback, J.T. Smith. He gets nowhere this time. And coming through was Owen Shaw, the linebacker, 6'1", 191-pound junior, one of the leading tacklers on this Piqua Indians team for 2023.
This is a big play right here. Last time they had a play like this, they ran that touchdown. They scored that touchdown on that pass. We'll see what they dial up here.
Owen Schaller, a junior, so we'll see him next year coming out of the huddle. All on the 46-yard line of the Piqua Indians.
Seems to be some confusion in the backfield.
So the quarterback takes it out of the gun. Quick throw over on the far side. Threw it to the feet of the intended receiver. He was looking to get that ball to Antoine Willis. So Willis couldn't get it, and that'll bring up 4th down here. And they got the punting unit coming on.
What's this little huddle they do on the punts?
Looks like they've got Sean Townsend out there to do the punting. He stands at his 40-yard line, kicks it away, and is going to be fair caught at the 16-yard line by Rashawn Garrett. That's where the Piqua Indians is going to take over 1st and 10 here, leading at 10-7 with 4:25 to go in the third. Happy to have you along with our entire Indian Nation crew here, the folks on the radio, back at the station, Clayton Hans, guy twisting the dials and punching the buttons for us here, AJ Ganger. Now the Piqua Indians come out. They'll send Joey Bosco wide to the left. Also out there in a slot, Keaton Holden. To the near side, Caden Thomas is a wide out. The back, Jericho Burns. To the right of the quarterback, Kai Warner. Warner sends a man in motion. Kai Warner takes the ball, gives it. Burns gets it to the 20-yard line. That's about it. That'll be a pickup of 3, so it'll be a 2nd and 7 here. 4:13. Got more than that. Got it across the 20-yard line. They'll say he got it out to the 21, so it'll be a 2nd and 6. 4 minutes to go, third period. 10-7, Piqua leading Fairborn. Piqua's playoff hopes in the offing. Now we're going to have the offsides called here, encroachment. And that is going to go against the Fairborn Skyhawks, and they'll march off the 5. And it is not going to be enough for a first down, but now they're saying it, let's see.
It's close. It's going to be awfully close.
One official is taking a couple of looks from the spot. Now they look back to the referee.
The head official, I think, was not even paying attention, and the guy in the middle is trying to get his attention to measure, I think.
So we'll see what they're going to do here. Now they brought up the yard marker, which they're going to call it a first down. And they actually moved the football.
You don't see that.
Maybe half a foot.
You don't see that very often.
Maybe a foot. That's going to be a first down for the Indians here. Oh, how about that? The Indians catch a break on that one.
A little luck for the Piqua Indians there.
So apparently they had, well, now they're coming over here, and the referee is, I don't know if there's a problem with the clock or what. They're looking down that way. Over here talking to Bill Nees.
Must have been his flag hand that got a little slippery and moved that football forward. We'll take it.
Yeah, they had to fix the clock. 3:40 on the clock. But it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Indians. So they fixed the clock. They fixed the spot.
Yeah.
And it's 1st and 10. Piqua Indians out of the gun. Keeper now for Kai Warner, and Kai Warner is going to be inundated. He is taken down by a couple of players, one of which was Keyshawn Carter. Keyshawn Carter, a defensive lineman at 6'2", 240, a junior.
He's a large man, Keyshawn Carter, and he chased down Kai Warner. That's a heck of an athlete coming off the edge here.
Yeah, they've got some good guys on their defensive line, 280, 295, 240, depending on who's in it any given time. Now Caden Thomas in motion, right to left, pass out. Keyshawn Garrett. Garrett at the 40, down to the 45, down, taken down at the 45-yard line, they're going to say. The guy who got him was Jared Louderman.
I mean,
it's a first down for the Indians.
Honestly, they could have been doing this all night. They did it on that one drive going up the field. Those short passes have been open the entire night. All they have to do is throw them.
On the right hash mark with two wideouts either side. Again, the go. Give the ball to Jericho Burns. We got another flag on the play at the 46-yard line.
It's bear hug time. There it is.
He did it again.
So another hold here against the Piqua Indians.
It's paid by the flag.
Just when I thought I was out, they bring me back in. Well, they're talking about the flag there.
Every time Piqua seems to have something going, they get a flag called and the ref gives the bear hug sign.
That takes it back to the 36-yard line. 2:37 to go in the third. Piqua with a 10-7 lead on Fairborn. No scoring here in the second half. As a matter of fact, all the scoring was in that second period. Here's Kai Warner. Goes on the far side. Gets it over to Joey Bosco. Bosco grabs the ball at the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage, and then falls forward for another yard. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 9. Ball out to the 46 now.
It's another one of those short passes, not super complicated. Just go down there and turn around, and I'll throw it to you. I was a little too close for comfort on the throw, though. There was a defender right there that time.
Ball just off the left hash mark. In motion. Bolton. They give the ball to Burns. Burns gets it out. He's going to be real close to a first down. Yeah, they say he's got it. Right there to the marker. Now, they actually moved the ball back a little bit. It looks like he wouldn't have got it. But anyway, the ball is down to the 45-yard line. And the Piqua Indians on the march. Left hash mark. 2 wideouts left, 2 right. Burns will get the ball once again. Burns comes to the outside. Turns up at the right tackle. Gets it down again, close to a first down, down to the 35-yard line before he is put to the turf. And he will be short this time. Oh, well, I tell you what, that ball is touching the 35-yard line, which is where the marker is across the way. And now they say it's a first down. I thought that was a signal that they had, or are we going to have a measurement here?
There's a lot of confusion going on out there tonight.
Larry Cox is over there. He was asking one of the officials. And now that official on that far sideline, they're going to measure.
Right.
So they're going to bring that out. Ball spotted with the nose right there on the yard line. Bring it out. They stretch it.
Don't kick it, referee. And move it again.
Okay, let's do the stretch. It's a first down for the Piqua Indians. Right there at the 35-yard line. So, the ball on the 35 now, and the Piqua Indians split left. Joey Bosco inside him, Bolton. 2 men to the near side, including slot man Caden Thomas. Burns will get the ball. Burns finds a hole. Burns down to the 30-yard line, a little bit further than that. And now we've got a flag on the play. He was taken down by Keyshawn Carter. This was after the play, so we'll see who gets dinged on this one.
I think Fairborn might get dinged on this one for unsportsmanlike conduct after the play.
Indeed it is. So with 1:04 to go in the third period, the Indians are going to have another first down. And they're going to walk this off down to the 15-yard line. So the Piqua Indians threatening here, actually inside the 15.
And with that penalty, the Indians are in the
Rashawn Garrett, wide right, inside him. Slot man, Caden Thomas. Bolton and Bosco to the left. New running back. That's John Hess. Hess down to the 5 to the 4. John Hess, the sophomore, just follows his blocking. Finally taken down by Almari Bird, the linebacker.
That line just leaning on the Skyhawks now. It looks like they're getting a little tired here with just under 55 seconds left in the third quarter. This quarter is flying by too.
50 seconds to go. Gage Gamble in an H-back. John Hess, the running back. They're going to keep it this time for Kai Warner. Warner to the outside, falls forward, down at the 2. Kai Warner Quincy Tarver on the stop. That'll bring up a 2nd and goal to go. We'll see whether they go ahead and make a play here with 20 seconds to go. Right now, just looking over to the sideline. 14 seconds to go. Again, Kai Warner, Gamble the H-back. Joy Vosco, wide left. Hess off the right hip. Hess takes the ball. Hess is going to be stopped. Looked like there was a hole there, but it closed quickly. Amari Bird, one of those who came in as well. Noah Lowry. And we got an injured player, and that might be Hess.
And that'll bring up 3rd down, and that will take us to the 4th quarter.
No, it's not Hess. It's one of the linemen. So, with that ends the 3rd quarter. We'll take a break here for a minute. 10-7, Piqua leads Fairborn. 98.1 FM, 1570 WPTW, and the Indian Nation Station. We begin the 3rd period. It's 3rd and goal. Piqua. We begin the 4th period. I'm as confused as the referees were. The ball on the 1-yard line. 3rd and goal. They're going to give the ball this time. It's going to go to Zayden Allen. And Zayden Allen is stopped short.
Uh-oh. 4th goal now. 4th and goal. Huge play here.
He was tackled by Jared Lauderman. So we'll see. Again, a sophomore in there in Zayden Allen. Came into this game having rushed just 4 times for 7 yards. Allen lines up to the left side of the quarterback this time. Kai Warner calls the signals. Gage Gamble in motion. Kai Warner is stopped short, and timeout is called. Piqua calls their first timeout of the game with 11:16 left to go in the 4th period.
Call the game right there by Travis Neese to call timeout on that play because they stacked that left side. They knew that was coming.
So it'll be a 4th and goal coming up here once again with 11:16 to go here in the game. Want to wish the cheerleaders luck as they head to the MVL Cheerleading Championships next weekend at Butler High School. Also wishing the Pride of Piqua good luck this weekend as they head to Maumee Invitational in Toledo for their final competition before they head to state. Good luck, Pride. All right, 11:16.
Big
Time
one
on the
here.
Clock. 4th and goal to go. 10-7, Piqua that 3-point lead. Again, Kai Warner lines up. This time he rolls to the right side, rolling right, throws into the end zone, and it is incomplete. Piqua not able to get it done.
Oh my goodness.
So with 11:11 to go and just a 3-point lead, Piqua gives up the ball on downs.
Surprising stop right there by Fairborn. Give them credit though; they made some big hits on the inside on those early down runs, and did not give an inch when Piqua got near the goal line. Now let's see if Fairborn can manage the ball this close to their own end zone, though.
Yeah. Fairborn has given up an awful lot of points this year, 302. They have held Piqua to 10 points in this game. So they come out with a single back, twin wideouts either side. JT Smith is going to keep it, run it out himself, and just keeps going out to about the 10, 11-yard line, right around there. John Hess, Zayden Allen both in, as well as Kai Warner.
Jeez, that was easy. That's just almost a first down already.
It is a first
down.
It
is a first down. Jeez, now they're off their goal line just like that. Nothing special about that play.
So they get the ball out to the 11-yard line.
He's a pretty strong quarterback. I mean, he runs some guys over on that play.
He's 6'3", 190-pounder. Again, going with a single back off to his left. They will give it. No, he will keep it. Again, JT Smith. Smith to the outside. Smith taken down at the 18-yard line. Looks like Drake Owen was there on the play. So a big pickup there. That'll bring up a 2nd and 3 on the pickup of 7. 10, 20 left to go in the game.
This is going to be a nail-biter, partner, it looks like.
Playoff hopes in the offing.
Who wants to play Anderson next week?
Twin backs. They'll give the ball to Zaire Cavett. Cavett going to be short of the first down. He is driven back.
Nope, he got it. Looks like
they say he got it. Yep.
Oh my goodness. That was close. It looked like it might be short.
He got the ball across the 21-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 now for Fairborn. Inside 10 minutes to go. Quarterback JT Smith gets the call from the coach. Tells the players in the huddle. Now they split out.
3, 6, 9, 3 again.
One wide out left, 2 to the near side. Actually, 3 to the near side. Single back. And there was a little bit of flinching going on there. Let's see if they take this back. It's indeed against Fairborn. Looked like Piqua flinched there, but they did because of movement on the line for Fairborn Skyhawks. So that takes it back now, and it'll be a 1st and 15 with the ball on the 17-yard line.
Just wouldn't be a normal drive if there were no penalties, partner.
Nope.
Has to be something every drive.
So again, with the single back, they give it to him. Here's Jay Kidd. Kidd, a strong little runner. He's a junior, so he's coming back to this team next year. And picks up good yardage out past the 30 or 26-yard line. That'll bring up a 2nd down. 2nd down and 6. They got 9 yards on that play. Out of the shotgun once again. This time Kidd is going nowhere. Ran into a stack of blue shirts. Gage Gamble, one of those who put the kibosh on that play.
Gamble leading the charge for the Indians.
And so they say he got it back to the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Big blue wall right there, man. There were no space to run on that one. Now, if they could recreate that on this play, we'll see if Fairborn tries to put it in the air here.
Clock continues to roll. 8:10 to go. 10-7, Piqua the lead. Back to the deuce backfield. Back running backs on either side of the quarterback. Back to pass. JT Smith. Now he's running it ahead. He's going to be wrapped up.
JT Smith, the quarterback keeper.
And again, we see Hayden Weigel as one of those in there on the stop. I think Darren Jones might have got a piece of that. And on 4th down, they're going to punt the ball away.
Well, potentially they were able to flip flipped the field here, field position-wise, since they only had the ball at the 1 yard line. So this isn't such a bad thing for Fairborn, especially considering they have 3 timeouts left.
Caden Osborne is the punter. He's got a long of 53. Kicks this one away. This is a decent punt. It's going to die right there at the 30-yard line, come back into 31. So now Piqua's going to have the ball at their own 31-yard line, leading at 10-7 with 7:13 left to go in this ball game. Again, a loss by the Piqua Indians doesn't necessarily mean no trip to the playoffs. A win by the Piqua Indians does not necessarily mean, depending on other games, a trip to the playoffs.
I look at those ratings, and I just don't even know how you could lose this game and still make the playoffs. I don't know how the computer could ever add up that way. But I guess there's some small ounce of chance that they could still make it on a loss, but I don't like their chances in that spot.
Roman Medley split to the right. The back, Jericho Burns finds a hole, gets it down close to the 40-yard line, down to the 39. In to stop him, we see Andrew Wilson. So that brings up a 2nd and short situation with the ball down to the 39-yard line.
Wilson on a stop for Fairborn. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The Indians would just love to be able to keep that clock moving. Now, Fairborn still has 3 timeouts left. Still way too early to use them. Just down by 3. Ty Warner out of the gun. Gives the ball. Burns. He's got the first down across the 41-yard line down to the 43. Coming in for the tackle.
Burns, your ball carrier.
They've got Caden Osborne. 6.5 to go. Another first down for Piqua. Ball spotted at the 43-yard line, their own. Roman Medley split to the right. Inside him, Tate Coolman on the near side. Hawk is the slot man. Joy Bosco outside him. Running back continues to be Jericho Burns. He'll get it again. He finds a hole across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Nice run by Jericho Burns, and he is taken down by the linebacker, Almari Bird.
Tell you what, they could, if they can keep just churning out 6 yards a carry, they could just run this clock right out. Now, of course, Fairborn, as you mentioned, has the 3 timeouts, but it's going to really pin Fairborn in a tough spot if they can give them the ball back with very little time left, especially if they score and seal this one.
Again, they go to Bird. Bird gets the first down. Gets the ball to the 46-yard line. Let's see, they may spot a little ahead of that. Now they spot it between the 46 and the 45, and it's good for a Piqua first down. 1st and 10, ball resting there between the 45 and the 46. And it's raining now. Big rain coming up here as they give the ball Jericho Burns. And you want to keep it on the ground in this situation, and Jericho just keeps chugging the legs, and he gets it down to the 40.
Key here is handle that football. It's wet. Don't turn it over. Finish this game with no turnovers, and you'll be in pretty good shape.
Ball on the 40-yard line, where it'll be a 2nd and 4 off the pickup of 6. Inside, 5 minutes to go. The Indians will give it to Burns once again. Burns this time picks up a couple of yards. That's about it.
Hunter Boyd in on the stop.
And
that'll bring up 3rd down.
He is brought down. Let's see. I think Keshawn Carter might have been the guy that got to him.
Real big play here, 3rd down and 2, 3rd and 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, again,
so Piqua Indians wanting more than anything to keep that clock rolling, put some extra points on the board. It's a 3rd down and 3.
Head over to the press box, come get your money.
This looks like a case of, once again, they'll give it to Burns. This time he's going to be short. got it back to about the 38-yard line, which is the line of scrimmage, then driven back. So 4th down for Piqua here. Oh, my goodness.
Do they keep? I think they're going to let the clock run down, call timeout, and punt the ball. That's my guess.
35 seconds. 3:35, should say. They're looking over here to the sideline. Waiting. Looking for a timeout here by the Piqua Indians. There's 30 seconds on the play clock.
Wow.
Oh.
Big break for Piqua right there.
Yeah, if the officials didn't catch that.
They did not. Well, nope. The referee just threw a flag. It looks like he's calling them for delay of game, but the clock wasn't even right. I don't know what to say about this. There just seems to be a lot of confusion out there tonight with this.
Well, the thing is that this won't hurt the Indians that bad. If they punt it away, and they maybe keep it away from the end zone and pin Fairborn deep in their own territory.
Now we're going to have a long discussion here.
Now we have all of the officials there. The Piqua Indians coming over here to the sideline.
They're like, what time is it? Is it time? Still enough time to get some dinner tonight? They're having an interesting conversation there at the middle of the field.
So Piqua calls a timeout. 3:01 to go. So far, the defense for Fairborn staying out there on the field in their positions.
I don't think they believe that. I can't imagine they believe that Piqua would go for this. This is just not. This does not feel like a Bill Neese or Travis Neese type move here to go for this on 4th and 3 in this type of game. They're going to do the smart thing in their book is to punt this. They're keeping everybody all in there together. Oh, they're coming out to go for it. Oh my goodness.
Well, apparently.
Holy mackerel.
Was there?
I don't know.
A penalty?
No penalty apparently. It was It just turned out into a Piqua timeout. Maybe they'll try to draw them off sides.
Okay, Gage Gamble is the running back.
Oh.
Be Kai Warner keeping the ball.
Didn't get it.
He didn't get it.
Oh my goodness.
Gutsy call, and the Piqua Indians. Well, let's wait until they spot the ball.
Yeah, he wasn't. I don't think he was even close on that.
No. So it is going to be 1st and 10 here for Fairborn.
Ooh.
With 2:55 to go. Fairborn with 3 timeouts. Piqua with just 1.
Woo! They trusted their defense right here. They're believing in the Piqua defense that they can get a stop. Oh my goodness, Fairborn has life.
Well, Fairborn looking at the possibility of getting it down within field goal range. Their field goal kicker is over 1 for the season. At least their normal field goal kicker. And he's missed a number of extra points this year, so we'll see. 2 wideouts either side. They're going to throw the ball. Look over here on the near side for Antoine Wills. Wills gets the ball down to the 30, make it the 44-yard line.
How about that starting out with a pass on 1st down?
Yep.
Going against.
This is a team that came out the first time they passed today. They threw it right in the arms of the Piqua Indians.
And the weather is not ideal for a passing game right now.
This time they go with 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right, single back. J.T. Smith, the quarterback, he's going to keep it. J.T. Smith to the outside, got the 1st down, and more across the 40, and is finally taken down at about the 35-yard line.
Oh. Holy mackerel.
Oh.
He had a big space to run on that one.
And they got it right to the 35-yard line. 2:41 left to go.
And he got out of bounds. So they stopped the clock again. Now, I don't know, if Fairborn wants to run some of this, but again, like you say, they don't have much of a kicking game, so feels like touchdown or nothing here for the win. On the road for a playoff spot. This thing's, there's some stress going on right now on the coaching staffs.
2 wideouts either side. Again, single back. They give it to the back. And he'll pick up a couple of yards there. And that is, again, Jay Kidd. Kidd, who came in as the 4th leading rusher in the league with 745. He's had a good night tonight. Picks up a yard there. Be 2nd and 9. 2:20 to go. Clock is still rolling.
Taking their time on this play here.
Well,
they do have 3 timeouts left, so.
So now J.T. Smith going to keep it this time. Finds a hole on the left side. He's got the first down and more down to the 22-yard line. We got a flag underneath one of the players there.
My goodness. Wow. Face mask also added on.
Oh. These are the kind of things that have been done all year long with Piqua. When things have started to look good, well, it's on the left side.
He lost his, I don't know if he's able to turn his mic on. He slip out of his pants. I don't know what happened there.
That ball's going to be down at the 12-yard line. Inside 2 minutes to go. Well, now does Fairborn have what they need to be able to get that ball in? They've got good running backs. Their quarterback is a good runner. 355 yards this year by J.T. Smith coming in. He's going to give the ball once again. Jay Kidd. He's going to be probably just a little bit short of that 10-yard line.
Big time stop by Zay Allen there. He jumped, he jumped that play pretty effectively and held him to about as short a gain as they've given him today.
That brings up a 2nd and 9. Clock continues to roll. Fairborn trying to play the clock game here to leave Piqua as little time as possible. Once again, the back is Jay Kidd. Quarterback, J.T. Smith. 3 wideouts to the short side of the field, the left side. Give the ball. Kidd. Kidd down close to the 7-yard line. The Piqua Indians, right now, less than 50 seconds to go. They lead it by 3. And not using any timeouts here, trying to take as much time off that clock and leave Piqua with nothing. 38 seconds. J.T. Smith, 35 seconds. Takes the ball, keeps it himself, finds a hole. He is going, and I think he's got the first, he may be short. We'll wait and see whether he is down to the first down. Where are they going to spot the ball?
Here's the adventure, the spot.
It is going to be a
my goodness.
down coming up here.
Woo, 4th and 1, partner.
4th and 1. We are going to keep it right here with a 4th and 1.
Fairborn looks like they called their timeout here.
Yep.
They've got 2 more additional that they didn't bother using, which makes sense because they didn't want to give Piqua the ball back. Now you got 4th and 1. Can the Indians make the stand here? Can they bear up and muscle up and not give that 1 yard? That is an extended 1 yard. That's long.
Okay, so the question is, if you're Fairborn, you've got a kicker who is 0 for 1 on field goals. He is shaky on extra points. This one would be.
You're going for it. At this point in the year, I would, but I was wrong on Piqua, so I'm 0 for 2 tonight. But I can't imagine They might use the old tush push here, Eagle style, but I don't think so. I think they're just gonna get that quarterback in space and try to get him a run, first down.
So perhaps the biggest play of the year for the Piqua Indians. And now timeout, another timeout is called by Fairborn, their second. So each team with one timeout left. Oh my goodness. Well,
it's all on the line here. I mean, honestly, this is basically an elimination game, as I mentioned earlier, for the playoffs. So we'll see if they can get this stop.
Well, the defense has come up so strong in many games. Now to see whether it can come up strong in this one on a 4th and 1. Now, Fairborn can get a first down here without getting the ball in the end zone. So it's just a matter that they have manipulated the clock down to 22 seconds, which may not be their best friend at this point.
No, and they just burned 2 of their timeouts on the same play, so that's not ideal either. If they had two left, and then if they got this first down, then they'd have plenty of time. But they only have 1 left, so that's going to leave them 1 play probably after this, if they get a first down.
4th and 1. Fairborn comes out. Ball on the 3-yard line. JT Smith calls out the signals, calls his own number. He is in for the touchdown with 19 seconds to go.
I kind of figured they'd give it to the quarterback and let him try to jam it in there. And that's exactly what they did.
19 seconds left on the clock.
And only 1 timeout left for Piqua. That's tough. This extra point's really important right here.
So they come out here, waiting for the extra point. It's down, it's up, and it is good. And it's now a 14-10 lead for Fairborn with 19 seconds to go.
That's crushing.
Got to give Fairborn all the credit in the world at this point.
Put together a heck of a drive there.
Yep.
I mean, they didn't show any fear. They started by throwing the ball, and they made some great runs. That quarterback of theirs has done a heck of a job running the ball all night long, and they made just enough plays to get that ball in the end zone. And they did it masterfully because they left Piqua no time barely.
Yeah.
I mean, 19 seconds is nothing. Especially, that's 1 timeout left. Great, that's a veteran coach over there showing how it's done right there.
Yeah, and how long is this ensuing kickoff going to take if indeed they kick it a long way?
I'm thinking they'll do a squib kick again. They've been doing most of the night. Try to get it, get it on the ground a little bit. Let the time run off. Well, I'm sure Piqua will try to just fall on it, unless they try to return it. But then you're using time, so it's really a tough decision on the kick. First, you got to handle it.
Let's re-roll her. In the white and the light blue. Here it comes. It's going to be bounced along. It's going to be picked up. Back by Rayshawn Garrett. Garrett at the 30-yard line, taken down. He's still going, and that takes extra time off the clock. Just 11 seconds to go, and Piqua with 1 timeout left.
He was trying really hard to make a play there, but it's not ideal to stay up like that when you're in traffic in that situation. You want to get down as quick as possible to give yourself a couple extra seconds. 8 seconds off the clock is not ideal.
1st and 10. Piqua from their own 31-yard line. 11 seconds to go. Fairborn now leads it by a score of 14-10. Piqua comes out with an empty backfield. 3 wide left, 2 to the right. Kai Warner back. Kai Warner looks. He's got Carson Hawk. Hawk up to the 40 and is taken down at the...
he fumbled it. Oh, they're calling him down. They're calling him down.
But the clock is at 0-0-0. Let's see.
They're going to probably put a second or two back on the clock, I think.
So we'll pick what... Well, Fairborn is jumping up and down across the way. Now the official's going to talk it over once again. For the officials, one guy's going to stay out of it and say, you guys figured this out.
Nope, he's coming in too.
So let's see how much time will be on the clock. Official's still talking.
I'm convinced these guys can't agree on anything.
Well, the official's doing most of the talking. He held 3 fingers up there. 1 second on the clock. And so Piqua calls the timeout now, I think. And now out wanting an explanation himself is Larry Cox. He may not be happy about it, but the Piqua Indians are going to be working now from their own 48-yard line. Hail Mary time here. 3 wideouts to the right, 2 to the left. Empty backfield. Kai Warner in the gun. Back, has time, throws it downfield, and that ball is batted away, and that's it. No flags on the play. And the final score is Fairborn 14 and Piqua 10. Piqua's record falls to 2-8, 2-7 in league play. Meanwhile, the Skyhawks are now 4-6 and 4-5. We will be back after this 2-minute break to wrap this one up here on 98.1 FM, 1570 WPTW, and the Indian Nation Station. Well, back one last time for this 2023 season here at Alexander Field, or Alexander Stadium, Perk Field. And the Piqua Indians fall on a last-minute heartbreaker, 14-10 to Fairborn. The Piqua Indians wind up at 2-8 and 2-7, and quite honestly, the odds were only in Piqua's favor if they won this ball game of making the playoffs. You and I, neither one, see how they do it with this loss, but supposedly, depending on how other games wind up, Piqua could be playing next week. But the final score here, 14-10, Fairborn over Piqua, and give all the credit in the world, Fairborn had a beautiful last drive there to take the game.
They made enough plays. You know, the quarterback made a lot of good runs. They just made the plays when it counted. You know, Piqua had a chance there, decided to go for the first down, and you see that sometimes in the NFL. They go for it, and you know, in the book, sometimes it says the percentages are with you if you try to go for it, and that just didn't work out for them. And then on the back end of that, you know, Fairborn had to do their job to make it happen, and they did their job, and they went right up the field, got a little help from a 15-yard penalty for a face mask, and next thing you know, they're in pay dirt, and they ran it down the clock to where Piqua had no time left to really respond.
I think I said this last week. I think I said it 3 weeks ago. This game was a microcosm of the season for the Piqua Indians, who were not able to take advantage of any breaks that were given to them, and they wind up in a low-scoring game that they wind up losing by a 14-10 score here. Let's give you the scoring. Most of the scoring was in the second quarter. 8:26, Jericho Burns on a 1-yard run made it 7-0 after the kick at 4:17 of that period. 34-yard field goal by Joshua Heath made it 10-0 Piqua. But coming back the other way with just 37 seconds left to go in the half, Jay Kidd took a pass in from J.T. Smith, and after the kick, it made it 10-7. For all the world, it looked like the Piqua Indians might be able to keep that 10-7 lead intact. No scoring in the third period, none in the fourth until you got to just 19 seconds. I honestly thought that perhaps Fairborn had made a bit of a mistake in taking too much time off the clock if they needed it. But no, 19 seconds to go. And quarterback J.T. Smith takes it in on a short run after the kick. It was 14-10. And that is it for the regular season for both of these teams. For Fairborn, they're going to move on definitely. For Piqua, well, we'll wait and see what the computer points say when it comes up, but it would appear that Piqua is out, but we're not going to say that for sure.
Yeah, I don't like their chances. I mean, some kind of magical computer points could come up. If Xenia were to win tonight, I think would have helped. Xenia lost, so that would have been the only way that Piqua could have picked up some substantial points even with losing, and Xenia did not get the job done. So I don't see it happening. You got to give credit to the kids on the football team that, they could have quit mid-season. They could have, just played out the string, and every single game down the stretch was close. It's just not enough things went in their way every week when we've gone over it. I mean, nothing went their way when it needed to be.
Well, should Piqua have enough points to qualify in that top 16 in Division II Region 8, we would have that game for you next week, wherever it would be, on radio on WPTW 98.1 FM 1570, and on TV, probably that would not be a TV game for us. And if that be the case, that means this is the last game you and I are working together this year, partner.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
As always, it is just so much fun. I'm already looking forward to 2024. You and I Well, let's see. We'll probably get together at the third game next season because I think the first two are going to be on the road.
Yeah.
And
you never know. You never know with the scheduling. Scheduling people will put that together and see what it looks like. So.
Yep. So, Brian, I really appreciate everything.
It's been fun.
It has been fun, partner. And we'd like to thank AJ Ganger and crew here on the Indian Nation Station, and also we want to thank Mr. Hans back at the station for getting everything together at WPTW. Clayton has been just a stalwart throughout this whole thing. And of course, both radio and TV. Radio will have pretty much a full schedule of basketball, and as far as TV is concerned, we'll have a short schedule, probably kind of front-loaded there into December, but stay with us. So again, the final score here tonight, Alexander Stadium, Perk Field, senior night, final regular season game for both of these two teams. The Fairborn Skyhawks come back for a dramatic 14-10 win over the Piqua Indians. For everybody involved, my name is Tom Michaels. You have been watching and listening to Piqua Indians football, 98.1 FM, 1570 WPTW, and the Indian Nation Station.